Oh, and I have everyone in the wrong slot today, but welcome back, of course, to Roll4It, where favorite YouTubers and streamers get together to play some lovely tabletop RPGs. Of course, today we're playing World of Darkness, just around the corner, where everything is going totally fine, and everything is lovely, and nothing is wrong whatsoever. No,
that's just the theme of the game is happy good times at all times.
Yeah.
It's not World of Darkness, it's World of Dankness.
I would play that. I want that as a spin-off.
Yeah. Can we make that a game?
There's got to be like a third-party hack of World of Darkness to World of Dankness.
I'm down. That's like a Halloween episode right there, World of Dankness.
Yeah, I feel it.
So, welcome back, of course, to Saturdays, where we're playing some lovely World of Darkness. Please bear in mind, announcement next week, 1 hour after we finish playing World of Darkness, we will actually have a new show premiering, Friendship is Magic, a My Little Pony tabletop role-playing game. We just had the practice session. It is Margaret Crone GMing, myself, 8-Bit Dylan, Random Tuesday, and Aaron Fitzgerald as ponies. It's gonna be emotional whiplash day, so hopefully you're going to enjoy that. Feel free to, you know, if you find yourselves troubled or emotionally scarred after World of Darkness with Mathis in charge, feel free to enjoy some light-hearted wholesomeness with Maggie in charge an hour later. That should fix things right up for you. I don't think there's any other announcements. So in terms of spiel, feel free to check out the Patreon. You can support us over there. Patreon.com/Roll4It allows us to pay our cast, which I'm pretty sure entirely gets just spent on cat food. You can get stuff like $5 tier gives you after shows where we talk about stuff in the episode, sometimes not in the episode. You can also get stuff like character sheets at the party tier, and then there's the GM tier. We get behind the scenes stuff like the GM's choices, GM monster stats. Then there's stuff like the hero tier where you get names going to games. Normally it's Deathless for Layla. And of course the legend tier where one of the cast of Roll4It GM's a game. I think this week, I think yesterday, I think Maggie did a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition like dungeon delve temple run of some kind, and the party, two of the party decided to side with the Lich against the rest, so that went well. I don't know actually what the outcome was, but I'm sure Maggie will join in chat and let us know. So Maggie, did the rest of the party win, or did the Lich win? I'm gonna wait for this in chat.
I like to imagine while we wait that My Little Pony is a direct response to the sadness that is World of Darkness.
The Lich one. Yeah, no, definitely. I think that people need
it. It exists because My Little Pony exists.
Yeah, I feel that we're like the evil TTRPG group, because we cause the problem, which is people have emotional trouble because of World of Darkness, and then we fix the problems. Like, we sell arms to one side, and then we sell arms to the other side.
And then watch them fight.
Yeah.
And profit.
Precisely. So you can also support us on Twitch by subscribing. That way you get access to the VODs. 24 hours before they go up on YouTube. They go up on youtube.com/Roll4It, funnily enough. And you also get access to our Discord, just like the Patreons. But you also get access to some lovely emotes, including Roll Soon, which I believe got a lot of use today. There's also bits and tips if you want to do that. One-time monetary things, you can do so. They go into the pot down there, which causes physics to happen. And of course you can spread the word about the show, let people know all the different things they want to watch, whether they want wholesome, whether they want dark and horrific, or whether they want cinematic vampire slaying 90s goodness. Just bring them over, try and convert them, maybe make them read Darian's stories about Layla the Vampire Slayer. And also we have a comic coming out soon based on Layla the Vampire Slayer, so that's actually due pretty soon, so look out for that. But without further ado, I'm going to hand it back over to Mathis, and I'm going to fix where everyone is, because currently Bub is GMing.
I'm Ida, so I can't complain.
Good luck with that.
I'm just losing my mind slowly. All right, yeah, while you go ahead and do that, if you guys missed last episode, obviously, go check it out, go watch it. Last episode was an interesting one in that the four heroes here realized or found out or heard or saw that one of the two missing teenagers had returned. In looking for him and hunting him down, and after meeting each other in real life, they were finally two of them, Darian and Kara, were able to find him in the hospital room where he had been spending a day or two. Also finding out that he had a room in a hotel where he's presumably going to go after the hospital visit, and they had some heated words with him, where it ended up with him screaming at them. And while he screamed, the four of them not woke up, but found themselves kind of back to back, all four, in a misty, moonlit forest. And that's kind of where it ended. We'll pick up from there with what I always do, an opening monologue. There's a sort of magic in lies, an ability to warp the perception of others, whether about you or about a scenario or about actions, merely by spinning a tale of pure fabrication. Maybe the whole thing is a lie. The whole story, the whole explanation, the entirety of what you say is false. Or maybe just bits and pieces. Enough truth in the story that if anyone was to check to see if it actually happened, that enough would line up so they would never suspect a thing. It can be empowering, make you feel special when in fact you were anything but. Sometimes, though, those lies are told not to others, but to yourself. You tell yourself things that deep down you know aren't true, but say it enough times and with enough conviction and you can fool even yourself. Funny how that works. Sometimes it's just a way to keep yourself motivated, to tell yourself that you've made it, or maybe just after this next project you'll truly have succeeded. It keeps pushing you forward, a fire in your belly you continue to feed long after you realize there's nothing left to feed it. But this fire, it keeps you from becoming what everyone around you seems to have already become. Mundane, boring, predictable. They wake up, they go to work, they come home, sleep, and do it all again, over and over and over. Drab lives. They've lost their sense of self, their sense of identity, all soaked up by the whirlwind of chaos we call life. It's easy to succumb to join the ranks of the walking dead, but oddly, they still expect success. Those people expect perhaps God or a muse or a being to walk into their life and hand them the keys to success, never having to work a day in their lives for it, all while they go through their day like a drone ant. So many lost to the simplicity of failure. Failing is comfortable. It's easy. Lose yourself to it and you won't truly have to work another day in your life. But some out there refuse to lose themselves to this disease. They're out there fighting, keeping that spark alive with a lie, telling themselves they'll succeed one day. And some will, in time. Others will die poor and as failures. But at least they have tried. What about you? How hard will you work? How hard will you struggle to feed that fire? To hold on to your own sense of self? How long before chaos comes and sweeps you up into a world of mundanity? How long do you get to hold on before they find you? And these four find themselves in a dim lit forest by a full moonlight with minor clouds passing across the sky. A gust of wind is gently passing through the trees, rustling the leaves among them and the grass below them, while the four people find themselves back to back with the echoes of the word angry echoing all around before dissipating into nothingness.
Did you hear that?
So we're just standing.
So?
You are.
Right.
All four of you are standing just back to back. And just kind of being able to see 360 via the four of you. Mere moments ago, Ida was running down a hallway in a hospital, ripping off her clothes, shouting, "They're all over me, they're all over me." Kara and Darian were trying to have a calm conversation with Matthew, but his emotions ran rampant.
Last
Saren.
I recall, I said, "Listen here, you little shit."
Saren, the last thing you remember was taking a couple of pills the night before and having a good drink.
Well, this is familiar, but also... What happened?
I don't.
Where are we?
Are we dreaming again?
We're back again. It's
Another-
happening.
Another dream sequence?
Wow, did you take pills as well and end up here?
We were just we just saw Matthew.
Me
And Darian.
Yeah, in the hospital. Yeah, what did he say?
What's going on?
He said he was mad,
He didn't say much. He was mad.
angry. He said he was angry.
Angry.
What? Sorry, what? I seem to miss something. Weren't we just drinking at mine?
Are you feeling okay, Saren? We brought you to the hospital.
Why did you do that?
Cause you went through an old lady's purse and may or may not have taken some randomly labeled drugs.
Several
barely
accidents.
And excess nonetheless.
You were barely conscious for hours after we woke up.
You had defecated on yourself many times.
That too.
Thank you for that detail.
So we just did what we thought was best, and Matthew was at the hospital also.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so we tried talking to him, and now we're here.
I just stare at them.
I was about to say, where is here? And I don't want to look around. What are we standing in or staring at?
The middle of a thick forest. Trees surround you at every spot. Again, the night is relatively clear, but the moon is full. And it's breezy, cool. A cool 65 degrees.
Well,
I just go, it's 65.
Something tingles, yeah. Do we recognize this forest as the one, like, in our town?
There's no way to know.
Could we be back? By the cabin?
Do we see a cabin? Do we see any lights?
You do not. Literal forest just surrounds you.
Anybody got a flashlight? Flashlight.
I have my cell phone. Flashlight.
Okay.
As
turn.
Yeah, as Kara, as you reach on, you pick up your cell phone and it is on, and you are able to turn the kind of pop on the flashlight. The rest of you also realize you have some things on you.
Oh.
Saren, your shotgun is kind of holstered to your back on a sling that you may or may not actually have, but it's there now. Kara, you have the handgun still in your purse as you kind of open or whatever you have on you and see that it's there as you left it. Ida, you've got your miscellaneous things and some pepper spray. Darian, you two have some pepper spray.
I am the most protected.
Does my shotgun have the torch attached or the flashlight?
Oh, yes, because that's what you did last with it, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. As you kind of, Kara, hold up your phone and look around and cast a light all over, shadows dance among the trees as you cast the shadows of other plants and stuff onto other trees, and so easily place tricks on all four of your eyes. Constantly thinking you're seeing something out of the corner of your eye, but you're 90% sure it's the shadows flickering around you as Kara whips her phone around in a panic.
Oh boy, this is.
I'm gonna sit down.
I'm not going in there. This is scary.
Nope.
Nobody panic.
Nope. No panicking. You can panic when sitting down.
Let's just try.
Let it come to us. What are we gonna talk about? This is
Did
awful.
you just see something? Did you see something? I swear, I just saw something. Oh god, I think we're going crazy.
Panicking. You just took me to hospital. Do you know how many newsies, how many fucking reporters are gonna...
Stop. Wait.
It wasn't real. It wasn't real. None of this is real.
This is, what if the hospital wasn't real?
So you think this is real and the hospital wasn't?
I don't know what's real anymore. I just...
Okay,
try not to cry.
Does your cell phone get reception here?
Let me...
No.
There's nothing.
Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but I cannot stand here all night long.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Okay. Come on, everybody stand
You
up.
guys go first. Okay?
We're gonna stand up, and you can just stop your eyes.
I start walking off into the...
It's not there.
Kara, remember, if you are panicking, if you believe Kara is panicking, a resolve plus composure check is always welcome to see if you catch yourself or let yourself fall to the panic. Optional. Let's say I'm going to let it as a role play thing for you, but you always have that option in case you're torn. And everybody has that option. Darian's made that roll a few times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Let's do it. I think that at this point, Kara's pretty... Okay.
All right. You still with that knot in your stomach, but deep breaths, and yes, you can compose yourself.
What's worse that could happen? You know, sure, I'll stand up, walk deeper into the woods, you know, maybe die a couple of times, wake up back here. That's fine. This is fine.
Please, Darian.
All right.
So,
I'm making my way off, regardless of whether they're following up.
interesting. Do the three of you follow, or do you let her get out of sight? It is dark, and losing sight of her is very simple and very easy in these
Wait.
woods.
Wait!
Saren!
Come it, Saren, wait!
Don't go too far.
I'll hesitate at like the edge of the like light where they can see. Be like,
Okay. Let's go. I'll follow.
Okay.
Fine.
Should we hold hands or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So we don't lose each other. Here, Saren, if you want to lead, here's my flashlight on my phone.
I have one.
Oh, okay. I'll just hold on to it still. Just in case.
Okay. And so the four of you link arms or hold hands or what have you to not lose one another while you walk deeper and deeper and deeper into this forest that you somehow found yourselves in. And you walk and you walk and you're not sure how much time passes. Maybe it's just 30 minutes. Maybe it's 4 hours. It's hard to tell. The moon doesn't seem to move in the sky. Perhaps one of you stop and check, and you're welcome to make a check with a intelligence plus survival roll, please. Just to take a look at the sky and kind of look at the moon and know where it should be and know where it is.
I'm gonna be deliberately just keep walking because I'm walking to get lost right now.
I want to move up to Saren.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of grab at her arm.
Ida, because this is something I don't want to say you expect, but when things like this happen, this is something you start to take particular note of the little things. And the first thing to note when in the middle of a forest with very few things to go on is the position of the moon. And so you look at the moon when you first arrive, and then you walk. And as every so often you'll look up and you'll check the position, and it has not moved but an inch. And you're not even sure how many hours have passed as you continue to push onward through this forest.
I guess, God, just wait. My bones ache. We've been walking a long time. I know my vision ain't so good, but my instincts are. And that moon right there, see it? It ain't moved.
None of this is real, Ida. Saren, do you think this is real? Honestly, do you think this is real?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Hit me right in the mouth. Punch me right in the mouth. This isn't real.
I punch him really hard. Instantly he says that. Really hard.
Do you have a defense, Darian? And it's strength plus brawl for you, but minus his defense if he has any.
Oh, dear.
No. No,
All right,
I don't.
strength plus brawl roll, flat out. Good. Turn.
I'm not going to defend anyway. I'm just going to let him just open face me right there.
4 successes.
4 bashing damage, sir. So that's 4 slashes as he clocks you in the... I'm assuming you were aiming for his face.
Oh yeah, I was aiming to a short jab slightly from the side, just onto the side of the jaw to spin him and knock him backwards.
And you...
Fuck! It's real! This is real!
Oh, God.
Oh, God!
You want to try that again?
Oh!
Damn, Saren, that was a... You didn't have to hit him that hard.
Wow.
Dang. Are you okay, Darian?
One little thing, and you called the fucking hospital.
Of course we did. You was shitting your pants.
We were worried about you.
Well, you could have dealt with it some other way.
Is that why you're being all pissy? Cause we called the hospital.
You know they're just gonna call the news agencies, and I'm gonna have to deal with all this shit again.
You know that not everything's about you.
And everything's about you and your dead husband.
No, in fact, it's about the fact we're currently lost in a undisclosed location in which the shadows are lapping around and following us. That moon ain't moved in a while. Your priorities are not straight, whippersnapper.
Some of us have been lost for a long time, old timer. I like the shadows.
Sounds like you might want to find yourself.
Guys, like, I know we all are going through a lot of emotions right now, but we need to figure out how to get out of here, and then we can all bicker later, okay?
It's true.
Please.
She hit me really hard.
You asked her to.
What about this feels normal?
I'm not saying it's normal.
It's
Life
not normal.
ain't normal.
I want to just wake up. Give me a bunch of pills so I can wake up later too.
What? Nobody's taking any more drugs.
Let's not do that. Let's just keep going. Or something. Or maybe we should change direction, or I don't know.
I turn 90 degrees and I start walking.
Oh, okay.
Wait, my hip. Slow down. Now, I was gonna say, we could try to talk to it, conjure something.
To a what?
What the hell do you think this is?
What do you mean? What do I think this is?
What are we gonna conjure?
Doesn't matter. Something's here. Can't you feel it?
Maybe let's just walk in separate directions.
I like that
You want
idea.
us to separate?
I like that idea.
Even as the crazy one in the group, I don't like that.
I don't like any of this. I haven't liked it since the beginning.
I don't know.
All right,
I know.
all right.
I've seen enough movies to know how this works. We're either all gonna die, or we separate, we face our fears, and we wind
we
up
all
back.
die. We separate and we all die.
Or we best the scenario, we wind up the heroes, and we're back in our city. We wind up back in Madison.
I'm no hero, Darian.
So you want us to sit here in a circle, have a little powwow, and summon, conjure, whatever this thing is. If it's real, tangible, it's probably malicious, hungry, it's just going to kill us anyway, wouldn't it?
So you'd rather walk around until it hunts us down?
Well, I'm armed to the teeth with my pepper spray.
Well, I'm glad you feel good about yourself.
I just don't feel like I have many options right now.
Alrighty, well, we'll keep walking then. When Ida falls apart, somebody's carrying me.
So the decision then is to stick together and continue walking for now. Okay. With Saren at the lead, you push onward deeper into the forest. You took a hard 90 degrees, of course, and changed directions, but still, in further into the forest you go. And you walk for a rather long time still. And no matter how long you walk, no matter how much hope you feel like maybe this will be the edge of the forest, maybe just beyond here. That looks like the edge. It's never truly the edge. There's always more and more and more forest. Kara, could I please get a wits plus composure check from you? And you continue to walk.
How long? I was going to say, how long?
Let it settle in. Time passes to the point now where you're not even sure if a day has passed in time. The moon never moves, and the night is perpetual, but it feels like forever. And while the four of you do get tired, you never truly get exhausted to the point of I need to sleep. There's never that moment where while you've been walking for hours, you collapse from exhaustion, something you would expect, which does lead you to think, well, maybe it hasn't been a day. That's the problem. Time right now feels unsubstantial, not there. It doesn't feel right. It seems like an eternity, at the same time it feels like an hour has only passed. Could I get a wits plus composure check from Saren, please?
None.
Oh, it hasn't rolled on my side yet. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. You continue to walk then. Oh, there it is. Hey, there's the roll. Right on time. Still silence. Maybe the silence is almost deafening to you. Before, can I get a, and I apologize, now I need a wits plus composure from Darian.
He's probably losing it, to be honest. And
This is great.
Oh God.
And so you walk and you walk and you walk. Now, curiously, before I have Ida maybe make her roll, do the four of you just literally just walk for as long as possible, or would there be a point where the four of you start questioning or talking to one another, or what?
You said we've been walking a really long time, so at this point I'd want to make a composure resolve to see if I can like screw up the courage to actually be like, actually maybe I forgive you guys. My gut reaction was to be like, you've really messed things up for me.
All right, 3 successes.
Okay, is anyone in the group like particularly close or has been making any effort to talk to me throughout this, or at least stay close?
I mean, I tried several times.
I did punch you in the face, though.
You did. You punched the shit out of me.
I mean, yeah.
Kara doesn't want to wander alone, so yeah.
Okay. Probably Kara then, since me and Ida have already had a blow up. I've already punched Darren in the mouth. I haven't done anything yet to Kara. So, like, as we're walking and as Kara's like staying close to like try and keep in the torchlight, maybe that was a bit of overreaction.
Maybe just a little, but it's okay. I understand. This has been a lot these past few days, so I know there's a lot of emotions going on right now.
I'll be honest, this past few days have been weird, but not... I'm more concerned about when I go back that if newsies and the press and all the paps just get wind of what happened, hospitals talk.
I know, but we'll figure something out. I mean, that might not have even been a real thing at this point. So I don't even know if we'll even get back there.
Thanks.
But I know that this has been really troubling for you, so just know that we'll be around and we'll be there to help you. In case it all does go to shit.
Still, it's creepy out. I'm gonna still have one hand on the shotgun, but I'm gonna take the hand off the front and like just put it around her waist and give her like a quick squeeze hug.
Kara returns the hug.
My cold dead heart.
Hey, Darren.
Kind of flinch. Just we've been walking for so long and just hearing my name. Just, yeah, yes. Yeah, yes.
You took that punch pretty well.
Had a lot of beard to protect the goods. It's my moneymaker. That hurt a lot.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know how to defend myself. I've never been in a situation like that. You handle yourself really well. If we get out of this alive somehow, can you help like teach me some things?
Sure, well, firstly, don't ask someone to punch you in the face and intend them to go through with it.
I didn't think it was gonna hurt.
Have you ever been punched before?
How many times have you shit yourself?
I swing the shotgun over near him.
I'm gonna move. Definitely gonna move out of the way. Listen. You were comatose. And we woke up back here. I'll finger flourish again to reiterate. We woke up back here. You were dead to the world. You were non-responsive. And now we're back? You're fine? Hell, you were in gown. You were in bed, IV'd up. And now we're back here. I didn't think this was going to happen like this. I don't even know why my jaw still hurts. We've been walking for hours. None of this makes sense. I'm prepared to summon this creature, whatever it is. This being. I don't even know what it is. Either it wants us or it doesn't. It's just playing tricks. So let's just find out. What's the worst that could happen? We walk 28 more days in this darkness?
Ada?
Yeah,
Sorry about the husband thing.
that's all right. I'm sorry about my husband thing too.
The meatloaf.
Sorry about, being mean. And calling you a whippersnapper.
Well, it's kind of true.
It is kind of true.
Yeah. I've been called worse.
I believe that. I kind of walks over and old lady pats you on the shoulder and says, now, if we got our feels out of the way, getting that feeling again.
Wits plus composure. Ida.
Oh, God.
Trust Ida.
Wow.
Killing it.
All right. So, you continue to walk after a while, after you get emotions out and the like, and maybe another hour passes before, Ida, you do hear something. Was that maybe a note? A musical note? Keyboard? Piano? You're not sure.
Just literally like a ping.
Yep.
Stop moving. Shh. Do you hear that? Can I
Hear
tell which
what?
direction it came from?
You guys quiet down and, bring attention to it. And I want wits plus composures from the four of you, please. And, Bub, you're, bashing heals after a scene, so you're welcome to wipe away your bashing.
Nice.
Bashing heals super fast. Let's see. Wits plus composure. 2, 0, 4, 1. Okay. You wait. Ida hushes you down. Everybody kind of quiets up, listens to the gentle breeze still on the wind, and then that breeze carries yet another ping. And you can tell this time which direction it comes from. Saren can, at least.
That way.
What? I don't hear anything, but
It's there, like a music note.
Did I hear it?
Yes, you heard the note. You just don't know what direction it came from. Saren's the only one that heard it well enough to know where it came from.
I kind of hum it yeah, that's that the tone? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If by that you mean a C sharp, then yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep moving that.
If you want to try and mimic the note, I would say if you try to, it would be a let's do a composure plus expression roll as you try to express the note that came forth while also not trying to panic.
Got it.
If you want to give it a shot, if you're trying to mimic it perfectly. Yeah, pretty good.
I mean, that was a C.
right there.
sure,
Right there.
that's C major, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
Yeah.
my
You,
god.
I mean, you're the professional.
Can you tell which direction it's coming from, Saren?
Yeah, it came them that way.
Well, get to moving. Chop, chop. I just start shuffling.
Okay. And so the four of you push onward with the newfound meaning in your steps, something to walk towards, to drive towards. And so you push onward. And throughout the time, every so often, maybe every few minutes or every, 10 or 20 minutes, you do hear a single note play. Kara, you're welcome to make me one more wits plus composure check.
I'll keep imitating it every time. Yes, that's it. We're getting better.
Oh, all right.
Wait, was that you, Darian, or do I actually hear it now?
You do. You hear the note being played again every so often. And while the four of you do walk for a very, very long time in the direction of the note, it is noticeably getting louder. It's just getting louder at a very slow pace. Maybe after 3 notes, you'll all of a sudden the fourth one will sound a little bit louder than the last, and then you'll walk for another 30 minutes to an hour, and then finally the note will start to sound a little louder. But you know you're going in the right direction, and you know you're following this thing. As a few hours pass, eventually out in the distance, you can actually you can see a very small clearing.
I would like to go stealthily forwards, and I'm gonna hush everyone down, and then realize that people probably won't understand the hand gesture, especially I'd, and be like, shh, let's go forwards quietly.
Dexterity plus stealth rolls for if you'd like to be stealthy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awful, but I'm doing it.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Are we missing anybody? Kara, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
0, 0, 0.
I'm just gonna make my roll real quick.
Oh.
I don't even need to roll again. I got 2 successes, and if I wanted to. All right. So you make your way quietly as you can, to the edge of what looks like a small clearing in this woods where you've not seen a clearing since you've arrived. Kara, you're pushing forward and you're realizing that the 3 of them are much louder than you. They're not making a ton of noise, but every once in a while, Ida makes a slight groan as she catches her breath, and maybe accidentally the clanging of Saren's knee hits the side of the shotgun as she carries it kind of low and pointed out the way. And Darian, every once in a while, a whimper comes forth from his mouth from pure fear.
Oh, question. Am I in withdrawal?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Am
Are
I
you
in
going through
withdrawal?
withdrawal? No, you are not right now. Nope. When you do eventually get to the clearing, though, can I please get a wits plus composure from the 4 of you as you approach the edge of the woods? The crunching of grass and leaves and twigs beneath your feet.
Oh yeah, I will.
It's good stuff. All right, you all rolled wonderfully. As you approach the edge of this clearing, what was initially a small clearing, at least it looked small from where you are, is now much bigger than you expected. And in the center of this clearing is a figure of a sort. It's hard to see because the clearing grew, possibly, and now it's so big, it's almost as big as a field. But there is something in the center of that clearing. Saren and Darian specifically, you can kind of make out what looks like... It doesn't look like it's a figure standing. It looks like a figure sitting at something. And then perhaps it clicks as another note plays. But that thing might be a piano. Cast in moonlight.
Well, this is an odd music lesson.
What do you guys see?
Spooky.
And it's some kid at a piano in the middle of a clearing.
What do you mean, some kind of kid?
It's a figure.
A pianist bathed in moonlight, lie in wait for our arrival.
Does it look like Matthew?
Can't see this, too far away.
I'm gonna bring the shotgun up and aim it, and then I'm just gonna yell, "Hey, asshole!"
What? No. Oh.
Oh boy.
The next note gets cut short as you shout, "Hey, asshole." And you see the figure that was sitting at the piano now stand and turn and face your direction.
Oh god.
I've got the torch on him. Do we see?
They're too far away. If you want to get a better look, you need to start walking across the big open clearing.
I crouch lower and grip my pepper spray.
Do you know where we are?
No response. But it stands still.
Ida moves closer.
Sure. So you break the tree line and walk into the clearing
Yeah.
and
Ida.
start. So as Kara's like, Ida's like kind of brushes her off and breaks through the tree line and starts to hobble towards the center of this field.
As she does that, I'm going to turn to Kara and just be like, stay here.
Oh, okay.
Squeeze her shoulder, and then I'm going to kind of go forwards, but I'm going to circle around at the same time, so I'm about 30 degrees off from Ida.
Okay.
And it
Kara and
looks like
Darian.
gripping my pistol. I'm not gonna pull it out yet, but I'll just have it, ready to grab if I need it.
I'm going to be gripping Kara.
Are you breaking the tree line and heading into the clearing yourselves, Darian and Kara?
I'll stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
So
stay
in with
straight line.
Darian, clutching onto Kara, not moving
Yeah.
as well. All right. Ida being the one to approach and Saren to keep a nice 30-foot distance between herself and Ida while keeping an eye on it. You walk, and it's a decent walk. Kara and Darian, you do notice Ida getting smaller and smaller as, this field is rather large. But Ida, as you approach, what stands next to the piano is no longer just a figure now, but much more clear. And Saren, as you approach as well, you can see this too. This is a girl with long hair who stands next to a piano. Getting closer and closer, you see she wears the attire of a prom dress, one tattered and destroyed and ruined by nature. As you approach, she kind of tilts her head, kind of curiously in your direction. How close do you plan on getting?
I would say I need to be about 25 feet off for safe distance.
Okay, so you can see quite a lot at the very least.
Okay.
And as you kind of stop short and watch her from a distance, she smiles a little bit and then seats herself back down on the piano and then begins to play.
I look over, what was that girl's name? What was the Matthew's girlfriend?
Lilia.
Excuse me, is your name Lillian? Are you Matthew's girlfriend?
So after you kind of push forward and ask these questions, she is ignoring you pretty completely. However, the music can be heard across the field and even to the forest. Everybody, I need, please, an intelligence plus to know what song this is. I would say
It's the Rains of Castamere. We're doomed.
Intelligence plus possibly just academics. Kara, however, you're going to get a +4 to your roll on this.
Nice. It's already really high.
Saren, you're going to get a +2 to your roll. You're not.
It's always
That's
Puck,
still
though.
a chance die.
What?
It's still a chance die.
Wow, that's
Damn, Caro. That's amazing.
Well, your music wasn't as the same trained as Kara. Kara, perhaps fittingly, being the only one, as the piano, as she plays the piano beautifully. You recognize the song, Moonlight Sonata. Of course, why wouldn't it be? It makes sense. But something more strikes you, Kara, because you can't see the figure. But this was Lilia's favorite song. She was quite gifted at the piano, as you remember.
Darian, I know that this is Lilia's favorite song, Moonlight Sonata.
That's odd to recall right now.
Is that? Well, of course I remember that. She's gone missing. Is that her? That's got to be her down there. Should we go? I'm gonna go.
Why not?
Okay.
I know
Sure.
Saren told us to stay here, but that's got to be Lilia.
All right, and so Kara bursting through the tree line with Darian shortly in tow. I'm assuming jogs or runs to the center where Ida is and Saren are watching. Ida trying to speak to Lilia, but Lilia not responding, merely playing a piano instead. Kara, as you run up and you see full details. You do indeed see before you Lilia. Her prom dress tattered and dirty, her hair matted with twigs and leaves stuck in it, dirt patching out throughout her skin as she smiles widely, playing the piano, focused so intensely on the piano.
Is that like a weird version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
No. This is her favorite song. It's Moonlight Sonata. It's a classic. How do you not know this? Ida?
Yeah.
Never mind. I approach closer to Lilia.
Sure.
Lilia, it's me.
As she
Miss
approaches
Harper.
closer, I'm gonna just follow her in at that distance.
Okay. And so Kara breaching the last bit of distance between her and Lilia playing the piano. The piano, by the way, is in immaculate condition. This thing is gorgeous. It's in basically brand new condition. And she continues to play as you shout her name and approach. But when you approach Kara, she looks up to you. Her eyes make contact with you. Can I get a wits plus composure check when you look at her, please, Kara?
We have to kill Kara. Okay.
It's hard to pin down, but something seems slightly different. You're not quite sure, but when you look at her, you see Lilia, but something's off. But you can't pinpoint it. But she looks up to you and she smiles, and as she plays the piano, she merely speaks. It's leaking.
Well, that isn't disconcerting.
Lilia? It's me. Are you okay?
And then she continues to smile after saying that, then looks down at the piano and she just goes, "It's leaking."
What's leaking?
And then she continues to play.
Can I check the piano? Like, look around and...
Yeah, you're welcome to. Wits plus composure. Are you looking for anything specific?
Well, I mean, a leak would be...
Well, wits. If you're looking at the piano specifically, wits plus investigation, please. You're more detailed focus on the piano.
Okay, cool. Okay, I can do this. This is good. This is good.
And you're looking to see if the piano itself is leaking?
Oh, I don't see anything anyways. Yeah, I was just kind of looking to investigate it in general, just make sure that there was nothing weird about it. It just seems odd that there'd be a perfect piano and then she's talking about it leaking.
Well, it definitely looks odd to you, Ida, because this piano just does not match the rest of what you see. It's too good. It's too clean. It's too clean. It's too new.
Can I peek in the inside of it? Interior?
Do you go
Can I
lift
just
it?
Yeah, can I lift the lid?
As soon as you go to lift the piano, the playing stops abruptly, and both of her hands shoot forward and slam down on the piano as you go to reach in. She looks to you, her smile gone, her brow furrowed, and she looks frustrated and angry.
I am so sorry.
No touch what isn't yours.
You are so right. Whose is this?
Mine. And then she goes back to playing.
Lilia, I know this is your favorite song. Remember, we used to... I've seen you perform it.
I'm gonna move over to Saren. We've got to get her away from this thing.
Well, like Kara? Yeah, I think she's...
No, Lilia.
There's
So-
something different about her. She seems weird. That's no kid.
Why don't you punch her in the jaw then?
I mean, it's...
Do I hear that?
While they're chatting, Lilia looks up to you. As she kind of looks to you in the eye, continuing to play, Kara, she nods as you ask that question. She goes, "So far away now."
What's happened to you, dear? It's okay. You can tell us.
And then she goes back to playing.
Can I shine the torch in her eyes and look for, like, any sort of reaction?
Yeah, if you want to get close, as she looks again,
Yeah.
she's very focused on the music she's playing. I assume you drop to a knee and like just gonna.
Well, if I
flash
have to, like, I will touch the piano just to get a look in my direction as I flash the torchlight at her, just very briefly, just to get her reaction, because I want to be able to, like, see if there's any thing in her eyes.
Okay. So yeah, just reaching forward to touch the piano. She actually doesn't seem to mind you touching the piano. But if you like say her name or something, she will look up to you, much like she has to the rest.
Lilia?
And you can. and you flash the light in your eyes, and you can go ahead and Wits plus investigation roll as you look at her eyes, and you're looking for just a change in her eyes.
Any sort of weird, like, strange non-human reaction, like the eyes not starting to contract in the light, or any sort of
gotcha.
weirdness. Like, my character's not academic enough to be able to be more specific than that.
Okay. No successes. It doesn't. I mean, it looks to contract when you shine the light in her eye, and she kind of just like flinches and she waves you away with one hand, the other hand playing.
I shuffle over to Saren and go, "You touched that piano," and she didn't say anything. It was only when I went to open it.
She got something inside there?
What do you think she'll do if I actually open it?
Can I look under the piano?
Underneath it.
Yeah, I want to see. Like she said, it's leaking. I would like to take a look.
So, which plus investigation check.
Sure. I would also like to note if there is a potential bucket under said piano.
Sure.
It's dripping into a bucket.
It's always a bucket.
One success. It is not the so you Darian being putting pieces together from what his past experiences just drops to his hands and knees to get under the piano and take a look, and as you're feeling around and listening and looking, you see no buckets, and you feel and see and hear no dripping of any sort. Eventually, Moonlight Sonata will come to an end.
Oh, fuck.
And she will turn, staying seating, but turn herself to look at the four of you, smiling once again. Did you like it?
I'm going to edge around, so I'm on 180 degrees away.
Sure.
It was beautiful, just like how you would play it in my class.
No, I don't like any of this.
Lilia, maybe we can play together, a duet?
It sounded out of tune.
I motion to do this as I'm going around behind the piano.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not out of tune?
It's not out of tune. Rude boy.
Miss Harper would know, right, Miss Harper? Didn't it sound a little flat?
Can I get dexterity plus stealthy check from you, please, Saren?
And I'm going to add a point of willpower to this.
Okay.
Good.
That didn't roll correctly. Oh, I've got chance die selected.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It should be
You need to beat 2 successes.
normal. Okay.
Believe.
2 successes.
So she's, as you're slowly lifting it, the slightest little creak as she snaps around and slams both of her hands on top of the piano. No touch! I said no touch.
I still think it sounds flat. I bet your teacher could fix that.
Lilia, perhaps I could try playing as well and trying to tune up the piano a little bit. It was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but we should make it.
As you're offering to tune the piano and talking to her and stuff, her focus from like staring at you drifts, and she starts to like continuing to eerily smile, look around past you, and then she kind of still leaking. They're
What
coming.
is? What's leaking?
They're coming, They always come.
They?
Who's coming?
You can't smell them.
Can I?
Do you smell anything?
You guys don't smell anything other than the air around you.
Sure.
And she looks to you. They smell you.
Well, we smell them too, don't we, gang?
I smell bullshit. That's what I smell.
You hear that? It's dripping. Still dripping.
What?
All right, can I pull her away? Can I physically pull her away?
It would be a grapple check if you're going to grapple.
Yeah.
And
my
basically
God.
what it boils down to is opposed strength plus brawl checks. Let me just double check.
Do it. As soon as if he successfully grabs her, Ida would like to open the lid.
I was about to say, as soon as he does that and she's like distracted or whatever, I'm gonna help just fling the lid open.
That's just a strength plus brawl minus their defense. So Darian, you're just going to take a -1 to your roll.
Okay.
Come on, dice gods.
Not today.
Ugh.
So you reach in to just like grab her and pull her off the seat, and she is wily. As soon as you make contact with her, her limbs begin to fly, and she begins to shout and screech, as piercing, echoing through the forest. If she is saying anything, if she had said anything about their coming, then they likely heard her. And as you know, Darian still fights. She pushes you off and gives you a big shove with both of her hands as you stumble back 1 or 2 steps. And she looks at you, shouting, "No touch!"
Grab her, Saren! I like yell, get him!
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna go back at it
goddammit.
again.
I'm gonna just run over and I'm just gonna do like, it's not quite a kick, but it's like I put my boot onto her chest and push back. I'm gonna try and shove her down.
Okay.
Guys.
Strength plus brawl -1, please.
-1.
Can I aid another in some way?
Yeah, you can give him a +1, so you can negate the -1.
Sure.
1 success. That's enough. So you put a boot on her chest and you just shove. And with that, she kind of goes like unbalanced off the back of the bench and lands on her back as she says, "No, no, 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 no!"
Ida flips the lid of the piano open.
Okay. When you flip the lid of the piano, as soon as the lid opens up, what you look and see inside are insects and animals. They all
Oh!
crawl out, and animals scurry. Squirrels, chipmunks, birds fly away, and insects, centipedes, ants, bees, flies, all come bursting out of the piano.
Fire!
And you hear her
Oh,
shout,
God.
"No, no, 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 no!" And she like reaches forth, starting to scramble on hands and knees, trying to catch what little animals and stuff she can.
Oh God. What?
Do you try and stop her, or do you let her? Because she's going to reach what she can.
Definitely gonna try to stop her.
Strength plus brawl -1.
Yeah.
I'm just a bit too like, what the hell is going on to really help out here? Like, it's a little kid
Yeah.
who's obsessed
Yeah.
with centipedes.
Ida's gonna roll a wits plus composure at the moment.
For just to look around.
Or just, I mean, like, I feel like she's in a little bit of a state of shock since she's the first person to see it. It probably burst out all around her.
Oh, Ida, if you're talking, it's a resolve plus composure.
Resolve.
Yes. Wits plus composure's in a lot of roles in this game.
Yeah. Let's see how we do.
I'm expecting something crazy, and
Is that rolling?
a piano full of
Not.
bees is not that crazy compared to some of the things that we've
That's
seen.
just
thus
Oprah's normal piano.
Okay.
So-
We'll go Darian first. So Darian, as she's scrambling to what seemingly like grab what animal she can before they catch away, you just leap on top of her and wrap your arms around her and pull her away. And she, while kicking and screaming and shouting no over and over and over again, you do manage to maintain your grip on her.
Good.
She cannot move. Well, she's struggling, but she's not going anywhere. Ida, you resolve plus composure. Did you forget composure, or do you just have 0?
I did the first time. The next roll was correct. It's a 2 success.
Oh, I didn't see 2 successes. My bad. Okay, yep. 2 successes. You're able to. Well, it makes you jump and is frightening in a way. You don't lose yourself to panic.
Okay. Don't let her get him. Keep her from getting the animals. And I'm like,
And so
like,
eventually, yeah, the animals and the bugs, as if your plan is just wait for them to scurry into the woods, they eventually all do fly off and scurry into the woods. And her fighting doesn't necessarily cease, but it lessens as her panic nose go to sobs.
Lilia, what was that?
And as she's clearly trying to mouth something, the sobs and sadness are too much, and she cannot get anything audible out. As she kind of collapses in Darian's arms and going limp and giving up her fight as she cries.
Kara, do you want to...
What?
I motion Kara over to the piano.
Yeah, I tried.
We're gonna duet
playing.
Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah, I tried playing it to see if it could.
Cool.
Not a single note comes forth. As you press the keys, they are all dead.
This piano is not working anymore.
Kara, every time as you press a key, you're looking around, you're pressing a key. As soon as you press a key, the key goes from white to a disgusting dark brown, chipped and broken. And you watch as each key that you've pressed turns that color. And then even if you stop, that rot begins to spread across the piano itself.
Oh.
Pieces of it chip away, the paint peels back.
Oh. Well, we did something to break this piano.
Yeah, we let the creepy crawlies go. I'm just gonna go down next to her and say, shh, it's all right. You wanna get out of here?
I haven't let her go. I'm still just like, instead of squeezing her, I'm just kind of supporting her at this point.
Okay. Ida, you speak to her, and so as though it falls on deaf ears. She sits and tears stream down her face as she longingly, blankly stares at the piano rotting before her eyes. She reaches out slightly with the hand in maybe one last desperate attempt to touch the piano, but even if you allow her to touch the piano, she merely grazes her fingers across it before letting her hand drop limp, and her heavy breathing and quiet sobs continue.
All right. She said something was coming, right?
Ida looks around and goes,
This place is the perfect spot for an ambush.
Well, you mean the place with like no cover whatsoever?
Isn't there like a tree line? How far is the tree line? I guess maybe it's
good far a distance back. I mean, you can walk there pretty quickly, but it's such a big field that getting there is.
And it doesn't look like there's any cover then nearby.
Other than the piano, it's a wide open area. As you look, actually, could I please get a wits plus composure? Yeah, wits plus composure check, please, as you look for cover.
Did you want it from all of us?
Oh yeah, all four of you. My bad.
Oh.
I should have specified. My bad. Okay, Darian, you're too busy. You've got your arms full. The three of you, though, as you're talking about cover and looking around, yeah, there's no cover. The field is open, but you're certain the trees were further back than that before.
No. It's good cover now. It wasn't when we got here. That tree line's getting closer.
I look around for like any insects whatsoever around.
You don't see one, not a single one.
Something's going on.
Anyone want to guess that piano was protecting her?
She, actually, please continue.
Can I look back around the piano, like look kind of inside, see what it looks like? Is there like any...
Like open the lid and look inside
Yeah.
again? You're welcome.
Yeah.
So you lift the lid to the piano, and pieces of it kind of crumble away in your hand, turning to dust. And when you look inside, there are no strings attached. Most are actually snapped. Others missing completely. It's rotted and hasn't been touched in a long time.
There's nothing like written or engraved or else on the inside of this, right?
Not that you can see. Again, looking back, the trees are now even closer. Darian, as you kind of hold her, she looks up to you, still empty-eyed, distant, almost looking through you, but she still says, "They're still coming."
I'm going to look down to her. Well, then we should probably go. Let's take you to a place with a real piano.
So far
Yeah.
away now.
It's never far enough.
Yeah,
So far away.
let's get out of here.
She just breathes and kind of lets her be at the whim of the four of you.
Come on, up two. Let's go.
If you place her on the ground, she merely collapses onto the ground itself.
Darian, can you carry her?
I should be able to.
You
if
can.
She's just, if
It's
she's
gonna
going to play limp like this the entire time, do I have anything that we can use to kind of like tie her to my chest, like her chest to my back?
Oh yeah, like over the.
Yeah.
I does it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not really. No.
We're gonna have to carry her.
You can carry her. What it's going to do is going to slow you down, and you can take penalties on pretty much any physical roll you make.
Can I? Because you said I've got a sling and I've got a
It's like one of those, it's like a sling for the shotgun where there's like a little tan holster in the back that I can hook into.
Yeah. Like, if there's a lot of, like, give on that, because I'm not a particularly wide torso, like, I could maybe use the strap and I could try and figure out, like, something to help take a little bit of her weight off Darian.
You could make an attempt. It's relatively well fitted to you, but it doesn't mean they can't be well fitted or loosened up a bit. If you want a crafts plus, I would say a dexterity check as you're trying to be nimble with it and use...
Men.
Okay. With 3 successes, while it's not perfect, it's way better than you expected it to be, especially for a gun, a holster literally made just for holding a gun. And so you kind of rig it up on Darian's body to help lessen the weight of Lilia, almost kind of hooking it under her arms in a way where she can kind of sag a little bit and be carried by the strap. He's still going to take penalties, but his penalties will be way less severe than if he was to carry them with his hands.
Okay.
And so what is the plan for the 4 of you then? To pick her up and carry her and head just into the woods as far away from this place as you can, and then
Let's go to the middle. Let the forest come to us.
you're in the middle right now. So
Oh,
you
we're
can-
literally in the
The
center.
piano was
Oh,
protecting
okay.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
say
do
we
you-
just start walking. Try to just go as far as we can. That's how we got here. We just kept going.
I don't know, did we get here or did here come to us?
I don't know, but we should probably be moving.
Maybe we need to destroy
Yeah.
or kill whatever's here.
I want to know what's after us. I kind of want to just stay put and let it go.
I don't know. Lilia seemed pretty frightened about it, so
Yeah, she also had a piano filled with bees and squirrels. I don't think we have much of the time of day for this. Let's just move.
Fair enough.
okay.
Well, lead the way.
As we're going,
Darian,
I'm
I'm-
gonna... Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
As we're going, I'm gonna, like, sidle up to Kara and be like, Kara, I don't suppose you can try talking to her, see if you can get her to tell us anything at all?
I'll try. She seems pretty non-cooperative, but I'll do my best.
Well, hopefully, you said she's not like an asshole like Matthew, right?
No, she was much nicer.
Maybe, like,
So I'll-
whistle Moonlight Sonata or something to her?
Yeah.
Okay. So before, do you want to talk to her while you're moving, or do you want to move a good distance into the forest first, and then maybe settle down and talk to her then? What's the plan?
As we're moving, I think I'll try talking to her.
Okay.
I'll
So you-
begin humming Moonlight
Okay.
Sonata, just kind of near her, maybe just to calm her down.
So you walk for a while into the woods, and Kara, your first instinct, like you said, is to hum Moonlight Sonata, maybe to help calm her down. Can I get from Darian and Kara specifically, a wits plus investigation check? And Kara, as you're humming Moonlight Sonata to her, and you hum it for a while, eventually you do feel a clammy, cold hand reach out and just very weakly grab onto your hand and just kind of hold it in a way that is clearly for comfort. Darian and Kara, as well, as maybe you look down, you're keeping an eye on her, you do notice that while you haven't seen much of her, a lot of the color in her face has been washed away. She's become much, much more pale. And again, the cold clamminess of her hand goes and coincides with that, Kara. But she does weakly hold onto your hand as you hum Moonlight Sonata to her.
Does she seem sick? Can I roll like some kind of medicine on that? Is she like?
You can roll an intelligence plus medicine check to see if it's a sickness or something that you necessarily, or if it looks like her being
sickness?
sick.
Yeah, something that
Mhm. Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
plagues mortals.
I mean, the first thing that comes to your mind, Ida, when you look at her is, yeah, she does look sick. not like a cold sick, but something a lot more serious than that. Something that is maybe a real nasty flu, something that would just make you bedridden for a while. But whatever it is, it's clearly taken her.
Is she doing okay back there?
She's breathing, and her eyes are lulling, but she's there.
She doesn't look well. Lilia, are you feeling all right?
She kind of like lazily lifts her head up, still holding your hand. I don't feel so good.
We're gonna get you out of here. Don't worry. Do you know what are the things you were talking about earlier that are coming?
They're here. They look. They smell. They devour.
Devour?
Beasts.
Have they hurt you?
They've tried.
Did they hurt Matthew?
She not necessarily life enters her, but a little bit more of a pep to her talk, I guess. I haven't seen Matthew in a long time.
We found him. He's alive.
A weak smile.
We're gonna bring you to him. Or bring him to you.
Where, Matthew?
Once we get out of here, do you know of any way to get out of this forest? It seems endless almost.
It's leaking.
Does the leaking have to do with a bucket by any chance?
She just continues to repeat herself. It's leaking. It's leaking.
Don't suppose you know anything about a way Matthew came out of a flower that pricked people?
She kind of shakes her head, and she bites her lower lip very, very hard, where you see a trickle of blood just kind of drip.
Oh, Lilia, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We're gonna get you out of here.
When you say that, she kind of aggressively, for someone as weak as her, shakes her head. Stuck. I'm stuck. Yes, Saren, what's that for? Just to maintain?
I was wondering how pissed off I was going to be able to control my anger.
For what, specifically?
We're constantly running in this place. We don't seem to be running away from anything. It just constantly is chasing us. I was I was on the verge of just turning around, standing behind us, and just yelling at the forest.
Gotcha. Okay, I like it. But when you ask her, like, do you know what has Matthew or I forget exactly what the phrasing was, she bites her lip so hard, and like I said, a trickle of blood.
Does it seem like she wants to say something and something's keeping her from doing it?
That would be a wits plus empathy check.
Oh no. For the record, I don't think I is very empathetic.
I have no empathy.
How surprising.
But let's just see.
This is why we need Kara to... Oh.
Yeah. Kara can make that.
Oh. Okay.
That's your gut feeling.
Oh, you wanna say something, don't you? I look at Karen and go, she wants to talk to us. She can't. Something's...
Is it just like a verbal thing? Like I pull out my phone?
No, something's stopping her.
Well, I pick up my phone and I open up like a blank text and hand it to Lily if she'll take it.
So if you hand the phone to her, she will reach out and take the phone from you. And she will lazily start to type on the phone. But it doesn't take long before she hands it back. And all it says is, it's leaking.
Well, that didn't work.
No. She's under some kind of, something's controlling you. Nod your head. Who's controlling you?
Is it them, Lilia?
She, when you say, is it them, Lilia, she's just... I'm here now. I stay here now. I no leave. Stuck.
Oh, you're stuck.
It leaks. They look. They find. They eat.
Can I search her? Does it look like she has, like an actual place on her body where they've been draining her of blood or something like that?
If you want to place her down and do a full inspection.
Yes, stop. We need to stop. Put her down.
Okay.
Give her a break. Yeah. You said that they've hurt you.
I'll gingerly go over.
Can I touch you?
She doesn't respond, but she doesn't make any notice of a yes or a no.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to search her.
Okay. As always, wits plus investigation to do a full-on search.
Darian, I think this is where you turn around.
Can Kara try to help as well?
Yeah, of
help
course.
Ida?
So you can give, if one of you wants to make your roll, if one is better than the other, and the other can assist by giving a +1.
Yeah, I've got 3 and 2, so
2 and 1. So yeah.
Okay, so Ida, you'll roll with a +1 from Kara.
nope.
All right.
No.
As you're going over her body for the places that you believe you'd see anything and trying to be as detailed as you can, she looks, other than the paleness, fine. And the sickly clamminess to her skin. But when you lay her on the ground, she kind of very slowly kind of curls herself into a fetal position.
Lilia, have they done anything to you?
She rocks, but her head slowly nods.
Have they been draining you?
When you say that, she looks curious. Draining?
Leaking?
And she gestures like in around her, breaking eye contact. It's leaking.
Like,
This
this place.
This place is leaking. It's leaking into our world.
It's leaking.
That's the fungus.
That's the hut.
Wait, if it's leaking, that means there's a way out.
That's exactly right.
It's leaking around the hut, right? We might be able to get through there.
Where's the leak, Lilia?
Yeah.
Can you show us?
She shakes her head. I hear. Not there.
You're here, not there. Right.
That's... If Matthew went missing the same way, he came through at the hut. He must have come back through the leak.
When you say that, she, he here too.
Who, Matthew?
Smell.
Quick, get up the trees. Go. Get off the ground. She and I'll be bait. Move.
I pick her up. I put her back on my back.
Sure.
Taking right around me.
And your plan is to climb the tree. Is that my understanding?
Ida can't climb the tree. Ida's gonna stay on the ground as bait.
Okay. So the other three want to climb a tree.
I'm
That's
not going to
going-
leave Ida alone on the ground.
Okay. So who wants to climb a tree? Let me know.
You don't have to climb. I guess Ida looks at me and goes, just hide.
Hide. Got it. That is going to be a dexterity plus stealthy check just to find a good hiding spot.
I don't think there's going to be much hiding for me.
Okay.
I'm just going to be real. Like, I'm carrying her on my back. She
Yeah,
seems to
I
be
mean, it's
responding
fair.
to it. I'm not even going to roll for it.
Okay. So Saren and
I'm going to
Kara,
face it. I'm going to face this
you
fear.
both rolled 2, and you're relatively well hit as far as you believe.
We both dive into the same, like, big,
Yeah.
thick bush.
And so you do. And you wait, listening for maybe what's to come, listening for footsteps.
I gently take the gun from Kara in her hand and just click the safety off again.
Ida, what do we do? If this thing comes out, what do we do?
We don't do anything. I want to see it. You can't fight your enemy if you don't know who it is.
So I don't shoot it?
Oh, yeah, you guys are in the bush. Ida's just going to hold.
Oh.
Okay.
And yell out, hello? I know you're here.
Ida shouts that in silence for a few moments before Darian, you feel like a little kind of grip on your arm from Lilia as she looks to you, and she's kind of looks to the ground. Put me down. Leave me here. Go.
No way, doll. You're staying with me. We're getting out of here together.
I know. Go. Me here.
You got a lot of people that care about you back home.
Miss home. This home. Me here. Stuck here. Put on ground. Leave. Go before I find you. Go, please go.
Mm-mm.
Darian, listen to me. This is a great idea.
You want me to put her down too?
We don't have to leave her. We just have to put her down and hide.
I don't think my conscience can allow. I can't leave her like this.
Darian.
You get a like very light, gentle, like kind of punches on your back, but they're just
down.
Gentle.
Darian, if you put that girl down and use her as bait, I will punch you again.
I can't, in good conscience, let her down. I can't.
Are we gonna end up like her? You want to end up like her?
Well, I honestly don't want to get punched in the face again, regardless.
Well,
I don't want to leave her either.
sounds to me like we're just gonna wait. You want to just stand here and wait for it?
Okay. Was it the plan?
How long do you think we have?
They find eventually.
Eventually, so we got time?
We have the upper hand here.
Time doesn't seem to move here, so
We could set a trap.
Well,
What kind of trap? What do you have in your handbag of holding?
I don't know yet.
Have a handy haversack?
Yeah. I'm saying the only options are not to just leave her or to run. I'm saying we could use this moment to our advantage. Ida starts going through her bag. She pulls out her flask, second flask, and she's got some kitchen salt and some sage. She's like going through, and she's like, all right, we could make a protection circle around the girl. Leave her, put her down, hide the circle, set a trap. Saren's got a gun. Kara's got a gun.
yeah, but we don't know what we're...
I don't want to just have her as bait.
And we don't know what we're exactly going to be hunting. Like, this is a
Yeah.
weird
Well-
world with strange masks, and we're meant to
What if
think
it's
this is like
just-
some parallel...
Ida starts putting stuff back in her bag. Sounds fine to me. You want to just
What if
have
it
a
just
seat and wait
snatches
on it.
her?
Well, the other choice is
Ida
we
has
try to
to-
find the hut. If we can get through the hut, we can get back.
She ain't gonna tell us where it is. And whatever it is has already fed on her. And I'll go ahead and tell you, it'll come back for the rest. She is marking us for dinner.
Maybe we should just keep moving? I mean, staying still isn't gonna help, apparently.
I'm going to lower her to the ground,
Sure.
and I'm going to sit with her.
Okay. So the plan is to wait then.
Tell her that I'm not going to leave you alone.
How many spare clips for my
continually
shotgun do I
wait.
have?
It's like go. Say that again.
How many spare clips do I have for my shotgun? Well, not clips,
You
but
have
shells.
total of 8 shots on you.
Okay. Does that include the ones in the shotgun?
So you'll have 1 in the chamber, 7 spare.
Okay, so 1 in the chamber, 5 in the already loaded, and then that gives me
Yep.
2 spare. 1
Yes.
spare. Okay, I've got 1 spare. Do we have a way of like a ladder or something?
Oh, don't you know it? Nida goes right through her purse and pulls out a pack of smokes, pops them open, her Virginia Slims. You know what? Speaking of, pops one in her mouth and like lights it up with her Bic, and then passes it off.
Now, I don't suppose you have any like twine? Of course you have
What
some
do
twine.
I look like? A Walmart?
And she like props it back in her mouth and starts going through.
I ain't got any twine.
Anything, string. I look at, like, you've got a loose knit, like, jumper or cardigan on?
Yeah.
That'll
Ida
do.
goes, I made this sweater. She, like, rips the end, knowing that, you know, with the, like, her giant cable knit sweater, if you pull one free, it'll kind of just, like, unfurl and unravel, and she starts unraveling it. I had this sweater 40 years.
Well, you can have the remains and I look her up and down. For if we survive this.
So yeah, she unravels her sweater however much you need, I guess. It's quite a lot of yarn and like a full knit cable sweater.
So whichever direction we came from, that like the piano was, I want to put up like a line at like roughly knee height that's gonna trigger the lighter, which then is going to, and I unscrewed the back of the shell slightly so there's like a little bit of gunpowder comes out, which is then gonna detonate the gunpowder and should get the shell cut off.
Interesting. I like it. How effective is that going to be? We'll go dexterity plus crafts if you want to make a roll to see how effective it could be.
Oh yeah. Does my specialization for firearms shotgun apply? I assume not.
No. Not for this. Wow, 2 10s.
Damn.
Nice roll, man.
2 successes.
So go ahead and explain one more time exactly what you're doing.
So at knee height, the yarn is going to be stretched out and then wrapped like between 2 trees so that in the direction of wherever the piano was. So if anyone's following us from the piano, then it's going to go to the lighter and it's going to pull on the lighter, which is then going to ignite. And I unscrew the back of the shell slightly so a little bit of gunpowder comes out, so it should detonate the shell.
Gotcha.
It's not going to be chambered, so it's not going to be as good, but
okay, cool.
It's like a tiny, tiny claymore.
So you set up, expecting something, waiting for something. Time passes as it has been this entire time, and it's difficult to know how much before the 4 or 5 of you technically finally hear something. A distant, blood-curdling howl. It sounds like a wolf, but more horrifying. It sends chills down your spines. It runs up your skin and makes you crawl with fear. And it is echoing throughout the forest. It is too distant to know exactly where it's coming from, but you hear it.
Lilia, is that them?
She begins to rock back and forth on the ground, hugging her knees to her chest.
It's coming.
Can I don't recognize that sound at all. You just said it kind of sounds like a...
Yep, kind of sounds like a wolf. Like a really weird wolf.
You don't think it's werewolves, do you?
Well, I don't know where we are, and it sounds like a wolf, so maybe.
Or it could just be regular wolves wanting to...
Can't be werewolves. That wouldn't explain any of these things that are happening.
I don't know. I just know that whatever it is, I'm not going to wait much longer. I'm just going to shoot it.
Ida's gonna try to climb. Ida goes, I'm gonna climb a tree. I want to be out of the way.
Good luck with that.
These are pretty big trees.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how big are they?
They're rather tall. They're very tall.
Well, then, once again, you all seem to like to be bait, so just wait it out.
So if you're gonna climb a tree, if somebody's climbing a tree, strength plus athletics if you would like to climb it.
There's no way.
Can I try and camouflage
climb up
Ida?
it,
Like,
Ida.
just be like, look, stay there, and then I'm gonna like make her a ghillie suit out of leaves. Like, I will camouflage her. If she stays still, she can
Just
be a
for the
bush.
hell of it, Ida tries, and we'll probably need to roll a chance on
Oh
Yeah,
it.
chance
god, you're
by
gonna
that.
fall and die.
Just give it a go.
Gave it.
I remember
Ida-
she's just like,
yeah.
she never actually leaves the ground, you know?
And you're covering up Lilia, you said, Saren, with like leaves and
I was
stuff?
gonna cover up Ida.
Ida.
Lilia's with Darian.
She settles at the bottom of the tree. Covered
You're
in
just like, putting leaves on her and twigs.
Kind of like newspaper.
There we go. 3 successes.
And so you do a decent job hiding Ida under the brush. That Ida sneak attack could be prepared.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna go
Just
back
wait.
to my bush with
She
Kara.
leaps out with pepper spray.
I go back to the bush with Kara, and I give Kara a look, and I just shake my head.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. After a little while, you hear the howl yet again. This time much, much closer, and this time causing some rolls. Resolve plus composure, not to panic.
Oops. Not a chance.
Yeah, not a chance die if you have it on.
let me make sure that's not right.
Uh-oh.
Saren is the only one. But the howl this time not only sends chills up your spine and makes your skin crawl, but a panic settles into the back of your mind that never goes. This is going to be your death. This is the thing that's going to kill you and eat you. You won't have a chance to be successful again. This is where you end.
Well, this is it.
What?
I don't think we're going anywhere after this.
Saren? Oh,
Hey,
it's okay. We have weapons.
like, okay, right. Can I... Because I'm unsure exactly how Sam would react to this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make another one to resolve myself that, like, I know I'm not going to survive, so I'm going to just go and make a distraction?
You're welcome to. Sure. Absolutely. Take the brave sacrifice route. I get it.
3 successes.
If only you had rolled that the first time.
Car, like, if it doesn't look like it's going well, try and find the hut, okay?
Okay.
And I
Do
lean
I
over
forget this?
and I give her, like, a big
You
squeeze.
all see this. This is all. You're all relatively close by.
Wait, Saren, what are you doing?
And I'm just gonna, like, step out of the bush. And I'm gonna step, like, right
No!
towards the trap-ish. Like, not too close to the trap. Not, I mean, like, the arc. But... Now where the fuck are you? Come and get me.
Shouting out into the woods.
You like preying on innocent little girls.
What are you doing?
Come over here.
Saren. I run up and try to grab her and like try to pull her back
Oh, okay.
towards
Sure.
us. Like
If you're doing a grapple, it's your strength plus brawl minus whatever his defense is.
oh god.
Does Saren have a defense?
3.
-3 to that roll.
Wow.
Okay.
I see a chance roll.
Yeah, actually this would be because I have no brawl, so
Okay, so just click chance at the top right and then roll.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't work.
You tried your best. Saren, Kara runs up and tries to like grab hold of you, but you're able to either. How do you do? Do you just push her away? Do you wiggle free?
I think I would try and grapple her back so that I can then just take her back and put her down with Darian in the lot. Because, like, if she's trying to fight me off, she's also going to be in the danger zone. So I want to, like, grab her, put her back.
So you want to do a grapple
Yeah,
yourself?
I would reverse the grapple, so strength brawl.
Strength brawl,
Minus-
and Kara, I'm assuming, has no defense.
Yeah.
Really? Am I the only person
Yeah.
with defense? What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Ida is not making a sound. She believes she is fucking hidden in these bushes. And in
Okay,
these-
you succeed.
Yeah, like, I grab her by, like, the wrist, like, force it up behind her back, and hold her, like, close to my side, because I can't really let go of the shotgun. And I'm gonna, it's like, frog march her over to Darian and plop her down.
Okay.
Saren,
stand?
what are you doing?
What are you stop
Look,
this.
if we all stay
Stop
here,
this.
we're all gonna die. Maybe if I make a distraction, like, I can hold it off. No offense, Darian, I'm stronger than you.
You're not wrong, but where the hell are we gonna go?
The rustling of leaves goes, that's what I
I'll make a
told you
distraction.
we
If
should
you
do."
think you can fight it, then fine. I'll be a good distraction. But if you can't, then you get an opportunity to run. It's your choice.
We're not
To
gonna
where?
leave. We're not leaving without you.
If I'm
Gonna
not gonna
have
leave without her, I'm definitely not gonna leave without you.
We're all in this together.
You hit me in the face. Nobody hits me in the face. You're going with us. You're stuck with me. Sorry. Them's the rules.
Do we hear anything still? Like, does the growl sound any louder? Or...
Not while you're arguing, no.
Okay.
Okay. And
But we'll face this together.
So the four of you will then sit and wait, determined to face this together. Saren making sure she is up front and ready to take on this thing, no matter what it is. Eventually, you hear yet another howl, and it's definitely closer before the howls cease completely. A lot of time passes, maybe 10, 15 minutes before wits plus composure, the four of you, please.
And howl back.
Well, I rolled one.
If only I'd rolled that the first time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Bub, Ida, and Saren, you certain you saw something out in the distance rustling through the leaves. It looks to be... Oh, it's over there now. Is it circling us?
Oh, God.
Every once in a while, you catch a glimpse of a figure, a hulking figure. One that seems hunched, walking on two legs. But only briefly before it disappears in the thicket again.
It's not... I'm having Wendigo vibes.
I'm pretty freaked right now. Every time I see a glimpse, can I roll a resolve composure to like not fire off a shot without the perfect line?
If that's what you want to do, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I fire off a shot.
Okay. So eventually, one of the times, Saren, later on, you catch a glimpse over to your right-hand side, out in the distance, just you swear you see something quickly rustling, and you snap your shotgun in its direction, and without even hesitating, you pull the trigger and fire. One bullet down.
5 left.
5 left. The shot rings.
I need it.
Yeah, the shot echoes and rings throughout the forest.
What's the girl doing? What's Lilia doing?
Continuing to rock, right where you left her.
Saren, did you see something? What did you fire at?
It's around us. It's here.
God.
Does Ida see this too? Do we all see
Well,
it?
you definitely saw and heard the shot, absolutely.
Yeah, the shot.
But you're seeing, you are all the people who passed their Wits plus Composure. You are seeing glimpses of it, sometimes over here and then sometimes over there, and sometimes you can hear it behind you, to the point where, like I said, the people who succeeded deduced that it's likely circling you, slowly encroaching.
You hear the bush go, everybody stay calm. Don't panic. Just maintain composure.
And then, one last rustle. Wits plus Composure for you. One, 0.
Nice. Nice.
Saren and Ida, beyond your trap, a little further, it briefly steps through a beam of moonlight piercing through the trees. You see it. It is huge, 7, maybe 8 feet tall, large, hunched over as I had described before, but covered in fur. Its back is arched with fur covering its spine, sticking all the way up. Its brown, black fangs protrude from the bottom and from the top. Its long, gangly arms that seem unnaturally thin end with hands that are abnormally large, branching into claws on each side. And its dog-like legs that it walks on are long and wide, enabling it to walk on two legs. And it slowly, with one hand forward and another one by it closer to its chest, takes a step into the light. Its long snout smelling the air, looking in your direction, and then before it scampers back into the darkness.
Do I get a chance to fire at it with that?
You can. It's a good distance, however, so a shotgun is going to be relatively difficult to hit. You're going to take a -2 to your shot to hit this.
I am down with that. Okay. Yeah, as it comes out, like as it gets into the moonlight, I'm hair trigger on, and I have like shoot first and quick draw, so I'm pretty fast on this. I'm just like, bang, straight up at it.
Okay. So you're gonna take a -2 for distance, and let me just double check something real quick on its defense, just to make sure I have the right number. Sorry. And another -3 for defense, so a total of -5 for your distance.
Okay. So I've got some extras here. My strength is not enough to fire the shotgun without penalty, so I take a -1. I have specialization shotgun, so I take a +1.
Yes,
I'm just going to drama
drama point. I love
willpower to get a +3 to negate the -3 from the defense. So I just have a -2 because of range.
There you go.
In total. Okay, and let's get the combat music on. And shotgun, so 9s again. -2, not 23. That's 230. That would be a lot of negative.
3 successes. You quickly, I'm assuming, please describe the reaction Saren has.
Well, I've got it at the hip, and I'm kind of like freaked out right now. And as soon as it comes through, I probably don't even bother like shouldering it. I probably just flick it up from the hip because I'm so like twitch right now, and just shoot it once and then shoulder it, but it goes back, doesn't it? So I'm like shoulder it before I can get a second shot, but I get the first shot in.
Yep. And with that first shot, you let loose, and you actually do hear a loud, painful yelp as it quickly scampers into the woods, out of sight beyond you. A splash of red in the moonlight scatters splashes and scatters onto the grass beneath it, where it once stood. You hit it. You know you hit it. I need initiatives.
Oh.
So
I shout as well. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
You did say that this thing can run away, right? Yeah, like it ran off.
Well, it went into the darkness again after it was shot.
But you described that it smelled and then it scampered.
Yes, correct.
But it's still like going in and out, like it's hunting around us.
Yes, as far as you know. So, for initiative, the way initiative works is I need you to roll a d10, just a flat d10, and then you add your dexterity and composure scores combined to it, and that is your initiative. Also, in the bottom right of your character sheet, it should show initiative and say a number next to it. Basically, roll a d10 and add that number to it.
I also have shoot first, which is whenever I have a firearm in my hands, I may add my firearms skill to my initiative.
It's a good merit.
Oh, that's not it.
You can just type /roll space 1d10.
Okay.
And then you can add your number to it.
Yeah.
That's what roll mine as well.
Kara has a pistol, Kara has firearms, Kara has like a 10 on initiative. This is combat Kara here.
Okay.
Oh, initiative pretty good.
So initiatives are 15 for Saren, 10 for Kara, then 9 for Darian, little red dot at, or should I say Ida at 6, and then for this particular creature, he is going to act first with a 16. However, I feel like, while it's 10 minutes early, we should hit break now and pick up with combat when we come back.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna be fighting a wolf, whatever it is, it's a horrible creature of some kind, which is probably gonna murder us all. However, it does bleed, so maybe we can kill it. We'll find out in about 8 minutes' time, so feel free to enjoy some Fana, and we'll be back in a bit. Hello, and welcome back to Just Around the Corner, our World of Darkness tabletop RPG here on Roll4It. We are getting into a fight with something that looks like a wolf thing. So let's do this. Matt, take it away.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just double checking one thing. Cool. So you all roll initiative, and it's going to go this thing first. Saren being the one that stands out the most, being out front and in the way, and audibly, and taking a shot at this thing as well, is easily going to be the one that stands out to this creature. Before long, you can hear what sounds like really quick, loud thuds through the bramble and brush before this hulking creature makes itself known to all four of you. This thing that's hunched over and wolf-like in nature, gigantic fangs and long fingers and paws and the like. Now that you can see it a little bit better, you also see scars along its side, clearly having been in something's hurt it at the very least, like long dragged scars all along its body that its fur is missing from those very specific spots. Before it swings at our dear friend Saren. Saren, your defense is 3, correct?
Is there anything I can use a willpower for to help?
You can bump it by your defense by 3 for a round by burning a willpower.
I'm burning a willpower.
Okay, so 6 will be your total defense. So that will hinder my dice pool quite significantly on this particular attack.
I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not.
1 hit. So it bounds out of the brush into the moonlight, and it's not clearing, but it's close. And as it scampers forward, perhaps Saren's eyes widen, the panic truly settling in before it runs by, its right hand extended as it rips open the pants on your left leg, gashing you open for 1 point of lethal damage as it runs directly by you. You can hear it breathing as it quickly dashes.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Can I shoot
It's
after
close.
it? Yeah.
You can, absolutely. Its defense is still 3, but you're not taking a -2 penalty for it being far away anymore.
Okay, so I take a -3 on this. I won't spend a point of willpower yet.
Okay.
So I take a -3, -1 because strength, +1 because specialization. Oh, do I have 9 agains? Yes, I do. Cool. Three.
Really nice roll. Another quick turn as your leg is gashed open and you spin on your heel to face this thing. Maybe a little bit of blood trickling down your leg, the warmth reminding you that, yeah, this is all real. At least it feels real enough. And you level your shotgun at this thing, blast it again, and a huge chunk of its flesh goes flying off as it kind of stumbles forward. Another yelp escapes its lips. As this thing is close now and clearly taking damage and around, Darian, Lilia begins to also whimper, not in tandem with the wolf, but whimper to herself as she hears everything happening around her. Who's next? In the order, Kara, I believe?
I think it's me, yeah. So I saw this all happen, so I guess in a quick motion, I try to see if I can spot it and shoot it with my pistol.
You can see it, and you can take a
Okay.
shot at it.
Okay.
It's right, which just got hit by a shotgun. So it's dexterity plus firearms, -3 for its defense.
Okay.
So you're going to be rolling a chance die on that.
I did, I believe.
Oh, did you roll a chance die? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I did, yes.
Making sure. All right. And so you again, Saren has trained you for an hour, and you pointed your pistol at it and took a wild shot, but this thing is moving faster than you've seen anything move before, and the bullet flies, hitting a tree not too far as you see bark kind of just get shot off and scattered to the wind. Next is it Ida? Nope, it is Darian, then Ida. Darian, what do you do?
Well, seeing as how I'm not armed for this, I'm probably going to try to comfort Lilia as much as I can. But I also kind of want to be over the top of her, like if I can like put my
give her defense and basically
Yeah.
give her a cover, more or less.
Yeah.
You absolutely can do that, no problem. And if you want to try and calm her down, it's going to be a manipulation plus persuasion check.
Got
Just
it.
try and get to her ear. You're not seducing her, presumably.
That is accurate.
So no +1. Okay. What do you say to her specifically?
It's gonna be all right. We're gonna get out of here. And just cover your ears and hold on.
Okay. And you throw yourself on top of her in the process, maybe whispering or quietly talking to her. And she continues to say what she has been saying. I hear, go, save selves. And she just rocks and whimpers. Ida, currently hidden in a bunch of bramble and leaves and twigs. What do you do? You see this thing. You've seen it take two shots now.
Hasn't noticed Ida?
No, it has not.
Great. Ida's going to very secretly reach deep into her bag and rustle around with her hand to locate her, like a mail opener, a
Okay.
silver mail opener. She
Okay. Yeah.
pulls it close and just lays there waiting for the prime opportunity. She's not gonna. She doesn't want it to know she's there.
Okay. Can I get a wits plus composure from the four of you, please?
Ooh.
5 other wolves step out.
Please no.
Oh, I need to.
Oops. I did not mean to. Whatever. I don't know. I'm rolling a division.
That's okay. 0.1 success. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, 0.1 successes. Still a success though. Okay. Whoever succeeded wits plus composure. As this thing is barreling by and the gunshots are going off, you do hear rustling coming from another direction.
Oh god.
The thing that you've hit wheels on its legs and looks immediately at Saren, focused, angry, and charges him again. Saren, your defense is 3, you said.
I'm gonna spend another willpower point,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna be shouting all the time, cursing, just as I'm like racking the slide and the shotgun.
And it barrels towards you head first. But you see it coming.
I'm gonna
And
like tactical roll to the side, and as it goes past, it gets it my turn then.
No, unfortunately.
Oh! I would
So
be
you-
bringing the shotgun up as it goes past to get the shot in, but
So you do, like I said, you tumble to the side and you push her back up against a tree, clutching your shotgun, getting ready to level it, blood still trickling down your leg, before you hear
come and get me.
the burst through the trees, this time from the right of you. Kara in its sights. Kara, what's your defense? 0?
Actually, it's 2.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Do you want to spend a willpower point to make that 5?
Can you?
Yes, you can.
That's
You
what
can,
I've been
you can
doing.
spend a willpower point for the round. Your defense will get shot up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I'm
so
going to do
spend a willpower point. I'll knock it
Okay.
down by 3 more, so a total of 5 defense for this turn.
that. Okay.
That is going to be like so. Okay, 1 success. Another creature that looks similar to this, not exactly the same. It actually is a little shorter. Comes bursting out of the trees in the bramble and shoulders Kara, just sending her off her feet and a good foot before she crashes into the ground. You take 1 point of bashing damage as this thing levels itself now to you, the other threat in the group. Now it goes to Saren.
I'm
One
still
faces
I'm
you.
still facing off on like my failed resolve composure check, so I'm acting very much on instinct right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to take it for the group, so I'm gonna ignore the one that's wounded in front of me, and I'm gonna run over to the one next to Kara. And as I
Okay.
come in, just shouting, screaming all the way, be like, "Just leave my friends the fuck alone!" I'm just gonna run straight up to it, like try and jab the shotgun into its head. I'm actually gonna spend a willpower point on this as well.
Okay. So you'll negate the 3 defense that it has.
So firearms, dex, 9 again, -1 +1, -3 +3. Click the button.
Also, Darian, I'm assuming like that's a hell of a good roll. I assume that you went quote unquote prone when you covered her. So just so you know, prone means range shots harder to hit, melee attacks if they're meleeing easier to hit. Does that make sense? Or are you not looking to go prone on top of her?
I kind of think. Well, I mean, I'm not going to lay on top of her. I'm just going to like.
Okay, see, I
just kind of like providing like a
like an arm around kind of thing, like hunched.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I pictured you like laying on top of her for some.
Probably down on like one knee with the other knee propped up.
Okay. All right, so you run up to this thing and jam this thing as close to it as you can, pulling the trigger, and right by its stomach on its left-hand side, you blow a huge hole into it as its bits and innards go scattered across a few trees behind it, perhaps even kind of close to Ida, where she's currently sitting, as you see just blood and guts spray from this thing, and it just yowls in complete pain. Good shot.
This is
Next.
where I die,
So I'm gonna just take another shot at that thing that Saren just shot. And
so do you need to keep in mind, you're gonna have to keep track for me what's in the chamber and
Yes.
what's not. You're good. Saren, do you two still in the chamber?
So
One in
I'm
the chamber,
down
one in the
to
Gotcha.
I'm down to 17 now.
Okay, cool. You're gonna level the thing at the one that's close to you
Mm-hmm.
and take a shot. It has a 3 defense, so -3 to whatever your roll is, dexterity plus firearms.
You know what? I'm gonna use a willpower point on this one.
Yeah, go Connor.
Hey, there we go.
So that what is? Does
Adds
that
plus
add?
3 to your roll,
Okay,
basically negating his defense completely.
perfect. Okay.
Oh!
Man,
that's
such bad luck.
That is.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Wait, did I still have to roll chance on that?
No.
No. You only roll
No.
a chance if your dice pool's reduced to 0.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Rip.
All right. So you panic shot again, and this time a little too high as it goes careening into the sky. Your bullet not useful, unfortunately. This is the first time you've ever had to use a gun for defense.
Yeah.
This is a horrifying thing. Darian's next.
Okay, so this thing has just been like they've been trying to just come in and like guerrilla tactics in and out, right?
Yep. It's like run in, attack, run by, turn around, do it again.
And did this do a slash on Kara?
No,
Or
it
did it,
shouldered
like,
her and sent
shouldered
her.
her.
It slashed me like I forgot to cut my leg.
Yeah.
All
it
right.
slashed- the other one slashed EE.
But it just got shot in like the abdomen area. It's bleeding out. What is Lilia doing?
Rocking, crying.
She's rocking, she's crying. But earlier we saw her like smelling the air as well.
Yes, at a very specific point. Give me. You don't remember, do you, players? Well, Darian's thinking about it, so I'm going to give Darian a roll. Composure plus intelligence check, please, to remember something important about when she smelled the air.
I'm gonna will that into being.
Okay. And in World of Darkness viewers, in rounds in D&D are 6 seconds, and World of Darkness rounds are 3 seconds. You have a move and an action, and unless you have auto fire, an action means pulling the trigger 1 time. Okay, 3 successes. Darian maybe panicking, hunched over, trying to think back. Important bits. You remember her smelling the air. When did she smell the air? What did you say that she responded to smelling the air? And you're clawing at your memory. Oh. She smelled the air when you told her Matthew was back home in the hospital. And do you remember what she said after that? I can repeat it because you rolled well.
No, he isn't. He's still here?
Yep, no, he isn't. He's still here.
One of them.
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna panic and back away. I'm gonna like push myself up off of her, and I'm just gonna yell, "I think she's one of them! I think she's one of them!"
Okay. Will be that your turn then.
Yes, it
Okay.
will.
All right. Bottom of the order, Ida. Ida, you hear Sarah. You hear fighting and gunshots are going off and the yelping and chaos of combat. But then out of nowhere, Darian shouting through the combat. She's one of them. I think she's one of them.
How far away am I?
From who specifically?
I think from probably the main action, like the gunshots and things. Like, are they
maybe like 10 feet?
Okay, still
not
just
far.
hiding out.
Yeah, you're just kind of under the brush. They rolled really well, or Saren rolled really well to hide you, and they don't seem to be looking for anybody right now. They have plenty of targets in front of them. So you're welcome.
Okay. Ida hears him say that. She just can't. I don't think she has enough information to piece it all together. She's going to silently uncover herself and creep with her knife, like out and around, and try to stay like out of their line of sight.
Dexterity plus stealth.
Okay, great. She is attempting to dexterity. Not that she probably will.
She does her best.
Yep, she does her best. Her feet like shuffle because she can't actually pick them up. Yeah, and I think the goal is to go closer to Darian and the girl.
Okay. You are so you're making your way over to the Darian and the girl. You'll be able to get there by the end of your turn, more or less.
Great.
You can get there, no problem. You're not too
I'm just
far.
gonna kill the girl.
Interesting. Okay. So, top of the order.
Yeah.
The rather wounded one, still snarling, drool dripping from its long snout, snaps like a snapping motion and then barrels towards Saren. Any more willpower? Or are you down to 0 now, buddy?
I'm on 0 willpower, dude. That's 3 defense, nothing else. I've got nothing left.
All right. 3 defense.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That laugh.
Hang on, I've got to re-roll one. Okay, so 4 successes. You have 3 lethal on you right now, correct?
Only 1 lethal. Nothing else connected.
1. Okay. Gotcha. Right. And then you're going to take this one as it runs by you, rips you open, and does 4 more lethal to you. As it runs by, it grabs on and just mouth agape, tears into your collarbone area, and just drags its teeth across. Saren screams in pain as you can feel the blood rushing out and pouring down your body, staining your shirt and exposing your whole shoulder. Your pieces of your flesh dangle from its mangled jaws as it now wheels to face you, head to head. Next one goes for Kara again. You have 2 defense, right, Kara?
Yes. Oh boy.
Come on. One out of all that, one goddamn success.
Oh wow.
All right, 2. It charges. It takes a few steps up to you. You're not too far as it sent you flying, and it just with one hand grabs you around your tiny little waist and just picks you up and throws you a few feet, colliding with a nearby tree, dealing 2 more bashing damage. As the tree itself, you can hear the bark crack underneath as you collide and thud to the grass and the ground. Now it's Saren.
Okay, so where am I relative to the 2 monsters and Kara?
The one that you've been going one-on-one with is in your face. It did not run by you this time. It just it bit you and then is just facing.
Where am I relative to the tripwire?
You could easily get behind the tripwire in 1 action on this turn. You could get behind the tripwire with a move, and then you could shoot it with an action. If you could still get.
Okay, so I can do both of them this turn. Okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
I'll back up, reeling, and I want to. Can I back up reeling and make it look like I'm particularly like backing up scared, like I'm not technically moving?
Yeah, and you wouldn't necessarily need to roll anything because you are terrified.
Yeah.
Your character is panicked, so you absolutely are able to back away in a panicked fashion.
And then I will fire off a shot. Okay, so I'm out of willpower. It is defense 3.
3.
-1 +1, -1 because I'm injured, so -4 in total.
Mm-hmm.
It is 9 again.
Welcome to how lethal combat in World of Darkness is.
Well, I'm gonna find out if this doesn't hit. Guys, it's been lovely knowing you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
0. Okay. Next, Kara.
Oh boy.
No, because yeah, Chad's like point blank, but she's not. He's also not point blank anymore anyway. But no bonuses for point blank. Kara, this thing just once again picked you up and hurled you another few feet into a tree. You've missed it twice now.
So where am I now in relation to Saren? And then
Saren is to your left, maybe 15 feet away, and then
Okay.
this wolf is in front of you, maybe like 5 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. Put another one into the round, and just
Okay.
because it's right in front of me.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna use one more willpower point.
So add 3 to that roll.
Okay.
Heart of the cards.
Die, you bastard!
Hey, you hit it! Yes! You clip this thing in the arm,
Die!
just above in its forearm area, and your bullet grazes it, and you actually see like a splash of red, giving you immediate feedback that you definitely hit this thing, doing a point of damage to it.
I got it.
Darian!
I'm gonna rush over to Saren and
Okay.
I guess like immediately like pulling my shirt off to try to wrap up her shoulder.
Okay. Go ahead and give, if you want to like stem the bleeding, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Medicine check, more or less. Intelligence plus medicine, please.
Yeah. I've got a point in that.
Yeah, why'd you roll -4?
-3 defense, -1
Yeah, okay. -1 'cause you're hurt.
wound.
Yep, forgot about the hurt.
-1 don't have the strength. The shotgun +1 specialization.
There you go. Okay, you're able to stem the bleeding enough where it's not going to bleed and cause him any more lethal as it ticks, and you can turn one of those lethal into a bashing.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
You're still going to take a penalty at a -1 because bashing still counts, but now you're not. If your bashing gets all the way, if your damage gets all the way up, but the last one is still bashing, you'll be unconscious.
That's fine. I only just need to take 1 or 2 damage, and I'll survive. If I take any more, I'll be dead.
All right, sounds great. Okay, next is Ida.
All right.
So you're
Ida,
Darian gets up and runs over, seeing how hurt Saren is.
Ida,
Lilia,
is she's injured too?
Ida's not injured.
No. Kara is.
Oh, Kara's injured. Yes.
Yep.
She's beaten, battered, and bruised.
All right.
Not lethal, but heavy back.
Ida grabs the girl by the scruff of the neck and like picks her up as much as she can, and goes, "Hey, big and ugly."
Go ahead and if you're trying. Okay, what are you shouting at?
And then the plan is to basically, I'm gonna have the knife right next to the girl's neck, and I'm actually gonna call him Matthew. Hey, big and ugly, Matthew. I'll kill her right now.
Okay. So you're shouting at them. I'm
trying to, really the biggest thing is getting his attention.
getting their attention. I gotcha. Give me you're trying to get their attention in a presence plus intimidation check.
Okay. All
Sorry,
right.
Ida.
Actually, I just kind of intimidating. She's a scary broad.
Yeah, why not? Okay. You definitely get the attention of the one near Kara. As you're shouting at it, over its shoulder, it just looks over its left shoulder back at you. And you're holding Lilia kind of as best you can.
Right, as up as I can.
A knife to its neck. You see it curl its lips and kind of just go out, do like a small little and like a snap at you. And then it actually immediately turns back to Kara.
Okay.
Lilia kind of says out loud, "Where's? Did you said you said Matthew, right?"
I did.
She half-eyed open, tears still in her eyes. It's not Matthew.
Okay.
Top of the order.
GM, I have a question.
I have an
I've
answer.
just realized that I have armor, thick leather jacket, 1/0. What does that
It
mean?
should give you an extra defense, so you should have worked that into your defense. No.
Oh, okay. Then in which case, in future going forwards, I have 4.
Okay. I'll double check that after combat's over. Okay, the top of the order. So the one that's super hurt, now looking that Darian is next to Saren, still though rather wounded, just barrels forward. However, it barrels forward carelessly until it eventually hits your tripwire. It trips it, and the spark hits, and you see the spark travel rapidly through the thing before the shell itself catches, and a loud bang as it scatters outward. Roll me, Saren, for this thing, because it's not really. Roll me 4d10.
Okay, 4d10. Is it a shotgun shell? So would 9s again count?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'll
give
just
you
roll my dex then, because that is 4.
Okay, go ahead. Make a roll.
That rolled 3. Oh, no, it rolled 4 dice. Wait, what?
Did you 10 again? Or 9 again?
Oh, it's
again,
it rolled the wound penalty as well.
Okay, so roll an extra d10 if you want.
Okay. No, so 2.
The shell goes off, and it was unexpected. It had no idea it was there. Clearly was too focused on trying to devour you. And as the shell blasts to the front of its chest, a nice giant wound in its chest kind of appears, and blood pours forth before, as it is going to take another step forward, it tumbles and rolls and collapses as it skids to the feet of Darian and Saren.
I kissed
Darren.
Darren.
Oh! Saren smooches Darian. Are we talking cheek kiss or are we talking lips kiss?
I full on panic.
I think it's like momentary, like I thought I was going to die, and then I'm like, is this what? And then Darren came running over to me in my time of need, so I just one full-on kiss on the mouth, but for only half a second. But it is definitely full on the mouth. It wouldn't be cheek kiss. This is oh my god, I'm alive.
The other one goes for Kara. Kara, your defense is 2, correct?
Yes.
Oh, god damn it! Whew. This thing comes over and again looks to grab you, but it's done it twice now so far, and you quickly move out of the way, but not before it reacts quickly with a backhand to your side, dealing another bashing damage to you.
Ouch.
Now it goes to Saren.
Darren, Kara needs our help. You should just run. You fool. I'm gonna grab my shotgun and I'm gonna limp over, blood streaming down my leg, my shoulder on one side just sagging, and I'm gonna prop the shotgun up on my hip and then just fire into it, point blank from the back.
Fire away, sir. -3 for defense as always.
Yeah. Oh, cancel. That needs to have firearms. The wound modifiers are automatically calculated. That's nice.
Yeah. The sheets on the Roll20 are actually pretty damn good.
Yeah. -3, the wound penalty. I actually added the wound penalty before accidentally, so I shouldn't have, but well.
Okay.
Anything else I'm missing? No. Okay, good. Zero successes. That's my last shell as well.
Okay, so you're gonna have to spend a turn to reload. Or an action to reload.
Do I have any spare? I thought you said I only had a few.
I thought you said you had 2 on you. I gave you 8 total. Was that 8?
No, you gave me 7 total. 1 in the chamber, 5 in the mag, 1 spare used in the trap. And then you use
the spare to set up the trap.
So that's it.
All right.
I'm out.
You're out. Right. That's great. Kara, it's on you.
Oh, Kara's feeling the pain, but she's gonna try again.
Okay.
Just take, another
Just hold
shot.
on.
Yeah. So down to 14 now. And I'm not going to use a willpower this time, so it's -3.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Another shot sent off. How much bashing have you taken so far?
4.
What's your health, max?
That would be.
You've got 2 more left, right?
Yeah, I got 2 more left.
Okay. You're bordering on consciousness. Darian, you're up.
Oh Lord.
Over.
I'm gonna run over and pepper spray this thing.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear. I was waiting for it, man. All right. Pepper spray again is going to be, just so you know. God, I love this. You can do it once per turn, and it will give basically them penalties for hitting. And it's a dexterity plus athletics check at a -2, and then the defense of the creature, so another -3. So for you, a total of -5 with a dex plus athletics. But you get right in its face.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
This is
Darian,
fine.
you do that.
Chance it is.
Darian closes his eyes, sprays,
Why?
manages to hit Saren up over the werewolf, down onto Kara.
It's possible if he critical fails, like pretty bad. That was the chance you rolled?
Yes.
5D. I mean that. So you rolled a 4, right? I think so. Fail. So it wasn't a crit fail. You're good. So you run up, Darian, pulling pepper spray out. Guy, you had this thing for God knows how long. Finally, time to put it to use, and you're pretty sure you made his right cheek rather minty smelling, as you just at it as fast as you can.
Battery acid slime. Not ready. This is bad.
Ida.
This is really bad.
Lilia continues to say, "Stop! Those aren't Matt. That's not Matt. That's not Matt. That's
Oh.
not Matt."
She says stop.
No, she said that's not Matt. That's
Oh,
not
okay,
Matt.
okay.
That's
She,
not Matt."
okay. All right. Ida like tosses her to the side.
She collapses to the ground.
Sees the
I like
situation.
to imagine Ida's like super strong, was holding her with one hand.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
get out of here.
yeah, I'm kind of picturing she's kind of playing. She like drops her off. She takes her like silver letter opener in one hand and she's gonna run over and go to. I don't know. You said it's
Stab
kind of tall. Yeah, I want
Yeah,
to
but you can still
it.
stab the side, attack it.
Yeah,
The
I
groin is at the
guess.
right level. I'm just
So I
saying.
just strength plus brawl -3 for its defense.
Strength, brawl, and you know what? I'm gonna use a willpower point because Ida's pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
Ida RKOs out of nowhere.
Because it's actually you're using a weapon. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't
weaponry.
actually put. I was about to say I didn't actually put one down.
it's strength plus weaponry specifically. Not that it
Strength-
matters because I think they're both 0 for you.
They are.
Okay.
And then, like I said, I'll use that willpower, so that adds a 3, right?
+3, it'll basically negate his defense of 3.
Okay. Ah!
Go ahead and explain how that goes down.
Yeah, Ida like shuffles over, and she wants to stab him to like a meaty part, like under the breast or something. Like mail opener to the chest.
Underneath it, and just kind of just shove it in, and you pierce it, and it yelps as you do so. You can actually feel its blood trickling down the letter opener. And
Yeah.
down, and you do a point of damage to it.
That's good. I
That
did
is
it.
good. You did it.
That's the
It's
sound of a GM who's like, yeah, congratulations, now you're going to
Now
die.
you're going to
No.
die.
Yeah.
Kara ignores Kara as there is now an old lady with a letter opener sticking into its side as it wheels around to just backhand you. What's Ida's defense?
1, I believe. 1.
All right, cool. Ready? Here we go. Unless you want to use a willpower to up your defense by 3 more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
No, you know what? No, she doesn't. Ida's
right.
gonna take it like a champ.
Yeah.
Take it right to the grave,
It
Ida.
is. It is a silver letter opener. At least that was my thought. But then again, I'll leave that.
2 bashing as it wheels and just reactively and instinctively just bam knocks you back.
Okay.
You definitely heard some bones cracking as it hits you. You've never been hit so hard in your life. Saren, you're up.
So how does hitting something with an object work as opposed to just a fist? Is it the same sort of damage?
It depends on what you're trying to hit it with. Are you looking for like
Shotgun
a big
butt.
twig to use like a club type
Shotgun
thing?
butt.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be like a strength plus weaponry attack.
Which means I
and it
lose
will
3
do,
die.
it'll do a
is that-
little bit. It'll do a little bit more than your fists would.
a little bit more isn't worth the loss of 3 die. I think I'll just like drop the shotgun and I'm just gonna like try and jump onto its back and start pounding on it. I'm just gonna whack it loads.
Okay. Strength plus brawl minus
maybe
3.
gouging the eyes as well. Yeah, a little bit of gouging.
I was about to say, I left the letter opener in it, so you know.
My letter opener is in it. It's got a letter opener in it. It's got a shot, a couple of shot taken out.
I'm coming at it from behind, and you came at it from the front, and it's in the front, so it doesn't thematically make sense that I can easily get to that as much, I think. So I think I'll just whack it with a brawl. It's got 3 defense.
It does have 3 defense.
I have a wound modifier, but that's automatically calculated.
We're nerd circling this wolf.
Yep.
1.
So you bash it 1. Boom! You jump on it and just start punching it, trying to claw for its eyes. But this thing is huge, and getting anywhere near its mouth, it starts to snap at you. But you do a point of damage to it as you beat on this thing.
Yeah.
Kara! So fun thing, it's now engaged in melee. Shooting a gun into melee incurs some extra penalties, with a chance of shooting the person who is in melee with it.
Not, you know what? The guns have not been working for Kara thus far, so she only got 1 shot. She's gonna try to limp over and like try to help Saren, like maybe even take the letter opener and like try to dig it more into him.
So you're looking to grab the letter opener and use that as a weapon from now.
Yeah.
All right. Since well, I'm gonna have you make first a dexterity plus athletics check to see if you can grab hold of this thing. I'm not gonna make you roll against its defense, though. I am still gonna give you a -1 penalty because this thing is thrashing about. But you're close. You're close to it. Okay. You reach for it, but this thing is thrashing in such a way that you just can't grab hold. You try, and you catch glimpses of it here and there, but it is right now very busy trying to rip apart whatever is on top of it.
Okay.
Darian, you're next.
Oh man. Would it have any use for me to use willpower despite having a -5?
Phrase that question again.
If I were to use willpower while using my pepper spray yet again, would it make any difference? Though I already have a -5 to the roll.
It would take 3 off of that -5.
So you'd still be rolling effectively no dice chance there, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Just punch it. Punch it instead. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to clock this thing.
Willpower punch. I want this to succeed, and then fan art of Darian knocking a werewolf out with 1 punch.
Oh my god. Please, yes, I'm going to practice what I've written about so many times. I'm gonna go for the patented Layla Superman punch.
That would be to the groin normally, knowing Layla.
I didn't specify to where. Okay, so that's strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl.
Okay.
Wait, you're using pepper spray, you said?
No, I'm
Okay.
punch.
Sorry. Strength with brawl -3 for its defense.
Okay, so then +3 because I'm using willpower. So just straight roll.
Okay.
Oh!
You're hitting it. I mean, you're. Is that not right? Wait, where's the
No,
minus?
you've got chance die clicked. You need to unclick chance die and try again.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, there's something wrong here.
Set to normal, and then. Yeah!
Wow. All right. Go ahead, Darian. What does it look like when you inflict 2 bashing on this thing?
I am just gonna kind of like run and just follow through with a punch right to the jaw if I can.
And you
slaughter
collide.
back this thing.
And you do collide, and it does, give leeway. When you hit this thing, you were probably expecting a brick wall, but it feels like flesh and blood. Weird, mangled, furry flesh and blood, but flesh and blood nonetheless.
Yeah. Haymaker.
Yeah. So that's okay. Cool. Ida, you're up.
All right, Ida gets up and sees them beating it with their bare hands and decides that she's going to join them in their endeavors. And walks over with her handbag and begins old lady beating.
Are there bonuses to the nerd circle?
Because we're beating it. Yeah, so I guess the same thing.
Yep, same thing. Strength plus brawl -3 for its defense.
And I'm going to use a willpower.
Okay.
Because she is pissed. Ida's pissed. No.
Oh.
It's as effective as you would expect an old lady beating a wolf man with a purse to be.
Yeah, she doesn't stop though. She doesn't give up. She still believes it.
Okay.
Still, this round MVP is Darian.
Yes. There you go. Its turn as it thrashes to try and throw Saren off of its back. Since we didn't do technically any grapples, I'm just going to basically make a melee attack against you. Your defense is 4, you said, for now.
Yeah, I've got armor 1, defense 3.
Wow, okay.
I'm unconscious.
Oh no.
Oh.
It will be bashing damage.
And one of the bashing damages turned into lethal by that, because that overflows, but I am unconscious.
Okay. So you are grabbed and thrown. And as you collide with the ground and go tumbling, you do not get back up.
Oh,
Saren's turn to be now, but now it's Kara's turn. Hey, Kara.
Oh no. I think Kara, as seeing this, she might try to go over and try to help Saren, help him up, or check him, make sure if he is conscious or not.
Can we free action say words?
Yeah, of course. Like any.
Shoot it! Shoot this damn thing!
I just can't. And I just throw the gun to Darian.
Don't throw a loaded gun.
Can I please get a dexterity plus athletics check to see if you hit him?
You hit him in the face,
close
he
enough.
goes unconscious, it gets worse.
Not hit him like physically hurt him. And then like the gun is at. All right. She wildly throws the gun in your general direction. It goes sailing over you to the point where it's going to take you a maneuver to even to get to it.
No.
But Kara's panicking, and so she panics and throws the gun and goes running to Saren, who is unconscious at her feet by the time she gets there. Darian, it's your turn. The gun went over your head.
Most things do.
Did I see it?
Oh yeah, you watched it go sailing over your head.
Okay.
But it was too high for you to even attempt to grab.
Then I'm just. I'm gonna keep punching this thing.
All right.
Time it's -3. This is gonna be bad. Believe.
In the heart
I
of the cards.
Didn't believe.
Just bomb, 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 bomb. Ida, you're up.
Punching and it's having no effect at all.
Ida, you also saw the gun go sailing.
Okay.
You can get to the gun
Okay.
and pick it up. It would take your turn to do all of that, though.
Oh god.
Is that what Ida wants to do, or do you want to go in and...
Ida's gonna try to communicate it with it one more time.
Okay.
And she tries to get its attention off of, I guess, Darian. And goes, hey, you stupid beast! What did we ever do to you? And she kind of wants to get its attention off of him.
Sure, presence plus intimidation.
Am I capable of seeing that this letter opener is still inside of?
Yeah, you're catching glimpses of it, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, Ida. You get its attention.
Great. Great, that's the plan. I guess that's what I can do on my turn, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Teamwork makes the dream work!
Ida, what's your defense?
It's a 1.
Cool.
Cool.
How much damage have you taken so far?
Oh.
2 bashing?
Oh, that's I know.
Oh no.
Okay. It snarls and whips around and instinctively just reaches out to bite. And so it does. And it makes contact, doing 4 points of lethal damage as it takes a chunk out of old Ida.
I don't know what that means. Does how do I know when she goes down?
When her health box fills up.
Whenever she feels like it.
Okay, so
Or yeah, whenever Ida wants.
so yeah, whenever Ida feels like. Okay, so I just want to make sure I understand. So
Yep.
she's
you've
taking
taken how
2
much bashing so far?
2 bashing.
Okay, so watch me. I'll show you how you do it on your character sheet.
Okay,
So
cool.
right now you should have it like that. That represents bashing.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So you just took 4 lethal. So you can
Uh-huh.
turn them into X's, fill up 4 X's, and then push the 2 bashing over.
Down. Great, perfect. Just not.
So you're
okay.
still not in the negatives yet.
I'm not in the negatives. It's great.
But you
How
are
much
breathing.
health do you have?
What?
Ida's a hardy woman.
She's a hardy old lady, but she has a
Jesus.
plan. Is it like
kids.
grappled with her, or does it like pull
It
away
just
from her?
pulled away and just bit you.
Okay.
Okay. Saren, unconscious. Kara, at your feet is Saren. If you want to check to see if she's alive, it's an intelligence plus medicine check to check for vitals. Okay. You definitely think Saren's dead. She looks dead. She's bleeding everywhere.
Saren! I just screamed, she's dead! I screamed to the other two, she's dead!
You just shout, she's dead! She's dead! Darian, your turn.
I'm gonna draw out Ida's knife of
All right.
thing, and I'm
Dexterity plus athletics check to grab hold of this thing as it's stuck.
okay.
Just spend all the
Alright.
willpower you need.
I don't have any left.
Oh god. Oh god.
It's a dexterity plus athletics.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's a chance roll.
Maybe you should just
Hell
punch it. Just punch
yeah.
it. Just punch it. Don't.
Well, he can make an attempt to punch it if he misses.
Okay, cool.
All right,
All right, swing away, buddy.
strength,
I'm gonna die.
Brawl -3.
brawl. This is fine. This is fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. You've got chance die selected. That should have been a hit. 8 is a hit.
Oh, that's
You've
true.
got chance
8
die
is
selected.
What did he roll? I'm sorry, an 8.
8.
8.
All right, so you can't grab it. So in a last minute decision, just punch it in its stomach as best you can. And, you hit. You do a damage. You do a point. Good job. It's another bashing done to it. Okay, don't worry. I'm keeping track.
That's good.
Ida.
All right, Ida has a plan. In a last-ditch effort, she digs in her purse and pulls out one of her mixed medicine bottles full of sleeping pills and antidepressants and psychoids and things like that. Just all the shit you're not supposed to mix. And she is going to, I don't know exactly how to do this, but she wants to try to wring its mouth. If it's, distracted with Darian, maybe she could, like, dump him in or, like, climb his back to try to dump him in his mouth. But she's going to drug this fucking
I'm not sure drugs happen in the round period of. Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. Okay, so because I would consider this considered like a called shot, like a specified target. You're looking for one very specific spot. And I would consider it a headshot because you're looking for a called shot on the head is an additional -3.
Great.
So you're gonna be reduced to a chance die, likely.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, let's use a willpower. I still have 2 willpower.
Okay, so you can negate one of those -3s, basically.
And so what do I roll?
So for you, I would say since you're not looking to hit the thing, you're more looking to pour things into its mouth. I would say it would obviously be dexterity. Plus
If you succeed,
I would say athletics.
Shit itself.
I guess it would be athletics, as you're just trying to pour this thing into its mouth at a called shot.
Okay. So I basically just negated it. So I'm just flat rolling the athletics and dex.
Okay, dexterity plus athletics.
Yeah.
Well, because it's got -3 for its defense as well.
So it is a -3 still, because it would have been -6
It
total.
would have been -6 total, but you're gonna negate 3 of it.
Jesus. All right.
I think it's a chance die or whatever for your character, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Let me just. Pretty sure. Does that come out? Yeah. So chance die.
Yes,
You might
get
just
that
hit
right?
the handbag. The chance die is a 1 in 10. Oh no!
No.
Oh god.
Misses.
This is how
So
we
Ida-
Dice laws are not on our side.
So Ida pops her pill bottle and in a panic tries to pour them down. And the pills, as she's shaking in this combat, the pills are just going everywhere.
Just take your meds.
She's trying.
Now's not the time to party, Ida.
How much damage have you taken, Darian? What are you at?
I have taken no damage.
Yeah.
All right, what's your defense?
1.
Cool.
No, it's not.
Just-
No, it's not.
You're the last thing that hit it, and Ida's being a nuisance, but not causing too many problems. It's going to try and hit you, Darian.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No, my body is not ready.
Too lethal as this thing rips at your chest and leaves big scratches across them, hitting you for the first time and feeling real pain for the first time.
All right. How do I mark that on the sheet? Is it
2
twice?
X's.
Oh,
Starting
2
from the left, 2 X's. You click it twice to turn it to an X.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
No
God.
problem.
Cara and Darian, come on. You got this.
You don't even say anything about Ida.
Ida's got this.
Saren, you're unconscious. Kara,
Oh God.
she's dead to you.
Pistol willpower. Pistol willpower.
Kara, you can
Kara's
get to the
having-
gun and pick it up, but it would take your whole turn.
All right, Kara's gonna try. She's having a mental breakdown, but she just saw her friend die, so she's just gonna like just be in this panic.
I imagine on your face is a mix of complete despair and anger as tears are blurring your vision
Yeah.
as you scramble to the gun, and you get there and you're able to pick it up and you cock it and you point it in its direction, but that's the end of the round for you.
Okay.
Darian, you're up.
Where's that shotgun at?
On the ground.
We're out of ammo though, aren't we?
I can still use it like a club, can I?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's-
weaponry
like a
rough and
weaponry
roll.
check, but you take a penalty.
How bad?
Makeshift weaponry, which I mean, it's a gun, but I would say you're going to take an additional -1 on top of the -3 for the defense.
That's not even worth. I'm just gonna punch it again. I'm literally like
Being mortal's a real good time, isn't it, everybody?
We're doing great. I'm having a great time.
Oh
That's
God.
all that matters. I'm just glad you're having a good time.
Let me through the gun.
I'm drawing all of its attention.
Oh!
Oh!
Wow!
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
is that the end of it?
Oh, does Darian knock it out? Punch to the snars.
It's not down yet. Okay.
God
oh,
Darian, you are pissed. This hurt. You're fucking scared. You just heard Saren, the woman who just kissed you for saving her life, died mere seconds after you saved her. Less than maybe even 10. And you collide with this thing, cracking its jaw, spittle flying from its mouth, as well as traces of blood. It's still bleeding from the wound of the gunshot, plus the letter opener stuck in its side. But it still heaves with an anger. Ida, you're up.
I'm going. All right. You said it's still in its side. Can I remove the letter opener and stab again?
Dex plus athletics to grab hold of it like last time.
Okay. Normal die roll there.
All right, you that Ghostly just brought up a good point. I
Nope.
didn't put
It is still a
-3 on
chance
that.
die is to grab it in it.
Oh, you did? How did I not catch that? All right, well, let Ida roll first.
I mean, I missed my entire defense of the entire beginning of the battle, so it bounces out, right?
Ida,
Storyteller.
you go grab hold of it.
I can't grab. Yeah, I'm trying.
But
and I
you can
just
still take a swing at it if you'd like.
I was about to say, can I? Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna punch it, I guess, or try to maybe even knock it deeper.
Okay, yeah,
you know, like in or twist it. Yeah, because if I can't grab hold of it, maybe I can swing at it.
Give me a good old strength plus brawl -3.
Here we go, gang. My defense has nothing to do with it.
Okay, you're swinging away.
Did you even roll that? Is that a chance die?
Oh yeah, she needs to be rolling a chance for that.
Oh, I should be rolling a chance. I'm sorry. Let's.
Okay. Darian, I'm gonna have you re-roll, buddy. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. No worries.
Oh!
You still hit?
Still got it.
Yeah,
I'll take
you
it.
still collide. Again, that same fever, that same anger. Then it goes to it again, and it's gonna take another swing at Darian. Furious.
Yuck. That's so bad.
That's not too bad. One hit with a reroll.
Yuck.
Nope, just hits you for 1 lethal.
Ow.
It snaps its teeth at you and barely catches just a piece of you as it pulls back.
Yeah.
Saren's unconscious. Kara's got the gun leveled.
All
Started
right.
with firearms -3, -1 because Darian and Ida are both in combat with it. So a total of -4.
I have another willpower point.
You can go ahead and take care of 3 of that and only roll with a -1.
So just
Dex
a
plus
minus-
firearms.
Okay.
This is your chance.
Die! You bastard! Die! She screams. Oh my god!
Wow.
Another loud shot. Bang! The tree behind it scatters. Splinters. You're trying. You're giving it your best shot.
Yikes.
Darian, you're up.
Oh my god.
No. All right. All right, here we go.
The thing does not look like it's in great shape, by the way. It's obvious you're doing damage to it.
I'm tickling it.
You are tickling. And now Ida.
She's gonna speak to it again. I'm not afraid of you, you stupid beast. We're not
Presence-
your playthings.
Presence plus intimidation again.
This is bad, isn't it?
This is more in Ida's wheelhouse.
Getting things attention? Yeah, Ida's real good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not this time.
Not this time. Swings at Darian.
Bye,
Oh,
Darian.
God.
Dodge.
Bye.
Dodge.
What is your defense, Darian?
1.
Oh.
It only hits you one more time again.
Apparently your defense is just
You're
RNG.
wild. It's crazy. He just keeps nicking you left and right, left and right. How much have you taken now? 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Saren out, Kara up.
Gonna take a shot again.
Okay.
Down to 13.
You gonna use another willpower or are you out?
This is my last willpower. So it's just the -1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who have I drained from willpower completely from?
Neat.
Me now.
Oh!
Oh my god! Why?
Ugh. Ida has 1 willpower left. You've not drained it all.
All right. You guys are you're doing everything you possibly can. You are barreling into this thing with a fervor and an anger that you've never had before. Darian, you're up.
Full Leedle going in. Damn it!
Oh.
Ida, would you like to try and get its attention once more?
Yeah. Ida goes, why don't you leave us alone and take the girl instead?
Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. I still want a. You're not intimidating it. Are you trying to get its attention just to its attacks you, or are you actually trying to bargain with it?
Can I use animal kin to like?
Unfortunately, not here.
Not here?
For this.
Yeah, I think what she's trying to do is get it to stop attacking and I hate to say negotiate, but like leave us alone, take this one, you know, like
So negotiate is what you're trying to do.
I guess, yeah.
Manipulation plus persuasion.
Okay, manipulation. Ooh, I can do this. Oh, I have no persuasion. And Ida's gonna use her final willpower point.
Okay. Okay.
She's gonna last standing argument here, people.
Okay. It snarls and whips around to you, its lips curled, and like an angry dog. Its eyes narrow as it hunches down to keep itself just a few centimeters away from your face. It's dark. It's a hot, smelly breath being breathed into you as drool and blood mixes and drips from its jowls. I have your scent now. I will take her. If you remain, I will come back for you.
Well, we are more than happy to leave. Can you tell us how?
Your only warning. And then it just slowly, thud, 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 as it walks over to where Lilia was left lying. With one hand, it scoops her up and holds her before throwing her over the shoulder. You can hear Lilia whimpering a little bit before the creature turns back to you, still clearly wounded.
No! Kara yells. No, you can't take her!
Oh, yes, he can. Ida says, yes, he can.
And I'm still holding the gun.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? Ida's pointing at you saying, no, you don't. Kara has the gun pointed at her.
Shoot it!
Darian.
Shoot the damn thing!
Kara shoots, accidentally hits the child.
Oh my god. Oh.
I rush over to Saren.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay. Dexterity plus firearms -3. Not an extra -1 on this one, just the -3 for its defense. Actually, it's carrying something relatively heavy. Only -2, not -3.
Okay.
Come on, Kara.
So wait, just so I know for 100%, is this would be a normal dice roll because I have the minus, or would it be chance because I have no firearms?
But what's your dexterity?
It's 3.
That would be chance because -2, -1 for not having dexterity, not having firearms. That makes it 0, so it's a chance die.
So it would be, yeah. Okay, just want to make sure. So
Here's what I'll give you this before you make your roll. Something
Okay.
because you guys are not familiar with combat, and it's something I should have brought up a little bit. But you have options with a gun at the very least. You can spend this turn 3 seconds and perform an aim action. What that'll do on your next turn is give you +1 to your roll. So it won't be a chance die, making 8s and 9s still successes, but you're still only rolling 1 dice.
I mean, I feel you already did the aiming because you were there debating whether to shoot it, pointing at it. So
yeah, so I would, yes.
Okay.
spend the
Basically, what it's
turn.
going to be boiled down to is you point the gun at it, 3 seconds pass, you gain the aim, and you can roll. You can roll with only a -1 instead of a -2.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that.
here we go.
And you fire a shot.
Damn it.
Flies by it. It watches and locks eyes with you. It's snarling again. It takes a long breath in through its snout. Not worth it. And then takes a step away. And looks to walk slowly into the bramble.
Saren!
Yeah, I was about to say, Ida hobbles very quickly over to Saren, and
Kara,
would.
gun pointed, shaking.
Yeah, Kara's just gonna look at the gun and just.
Is this point
Like-
where you aim as it's retreating back, and as it goes, you then put the gun up in the air, just fire off every single shot, point break?
She's just gonna look and disappoint. Like, she did not use this thing at all. The way
Yep.
she got no shots on it, so she's just
Darian,
disappointed in herself.
yeah, I can imagine she watches like wide-eyed as the thing walks away, still debating: do I shoot again or do I like count my
Yeah.
blessings in a way?
Yeah.
But Lilia being carried off. Darian runs over to Saren and I assume collapses to his knees and begins to shout, like you said, Saren, Saren, in a sobbing manner. Ida also is over there. Do the two of you do anything, or do you just kind of mourn?
I'm gonna check her vitals if.
Yeah, me too. I'd like to.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
Yep, intelligence plus medicine checks. Poor Kara.
Oh, Kara.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Ida and Bub, you both can feel a faint pulse and shallow breaths. She's alive.
All right, Ida, go step back, step back, step back. She starts going through and kind of pulls out a few things that she's got in her pack, which
Okay.
is just herbs and stuff. Can we roll to maybe stabilize her, stop bleeding?
Of course. We're gonna do some medicine checks here momentarily. I'll pop it open real quick, and I want to make sure I get them exactly correctly. Skills. Other than that, other than treating her, I'm curious if the plan for you is to just chill here, or if you guys wanted to do anything else.
I am going to check the body of the wolf that went down.
Okay. That's a wits plus investigation, of course.
I want to do the same. I probably would do this after I put Saren on my back.
We'll assume that takes place afterward.
Got a 1 on that investigation.
A 1, and same with we'll wait for Darian as well.
Investigation. Would my occult help with this at all?
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. A lot in occult too.
Yeah, you can make a separate roll after your investigation of intelligence plus occult.
Sure.
Finally, things Ida can do. Look at all those dice. And she's only got one.
She's pretty good at convincing evil monsters to take children.
You know.
So, and for just give me while for medicine checks, just give me flat medicine rolls. That's all I want.
Okay.
And I got one on my intelligence and occult.
Okay, I'll get to that in a bit. And same thing with Ida. Ida did the same. But yeah, can I, for whoever's treating her, can I get just a flat medicine roll?
Oh, I thought, hang on, that I don't know that one worked. Oh yeah, it did. Medicine worked out okay. But I didn't roll success.
Okay. Did Arian want to do this as well?
I'm not really skilled in medicine.
So you don't improve her condition, but you're able to at least stabilize her and prevent her from bleeding out.
Okay. Okay.
The occult rolls tell you that this looks like a werewolf. Everything you've ever come across in your life describes werewolves looking like this. You know that they're weak to silver, as most, mythology dictates. But from your books and what you know, and keep in mind what these two, what you guys know as mortals is what you find on the internet and in books. This thing fits werewolf physiology, at least on a base level. It's a giant humanoid wolf man.
Still a full moon?
Yes.
Was this the one with the scars?
Yes.
What kind of scars?
Yeah.
Like there's just patches here and there where there are like long drag marks, like cuts, basically, like long deep cuts into it. Scarred over by now.
As if it had once been in like combat?
Yeah, probably. I mean, that'd be your immediate jump, is like it looks combat-like. If you'd want to know more, a flat medicine check to see if you can tell like what would have caused this, or at least some general ideas.
One.
Yeah, they just look like long. If you were to put it akin to something that Ida could connect at home, a lot of them look clean. Some of them are clear claw marks. Those are easy to tell, but the ones that are off, there are a few that seem off. They look cleaner than the rest. Straighter. Not necessarily by like a razor blade per se, but they are definitely not as mangled looking as some of the other scars.
Interesting. So does it look like surgical cuts?
No, you wouldn't necessarily think they're surgical. They scarred over too messily to be surgical.
Interesting.
Is there a pattern to it?
Doesn't look like it. Looks very random, very chaotic.
Still full
Some on the arm, some on the legs, some on the chest and on the side.
And there's still a full moon?
Yep, this moon has not moved from its spot from when you first appeared.
I've got nothing. We need to get out of here. We need to get Sarah to an actual hospital.
Again.
Well, we can't go anywhere. If we carry her, try to move her, she's gonna bleed out and die. I need some rest. I'm old, damn it.
I mean, I do as well. Do we still feel fine? We're just like injured, not tired?
I mean, you're exhausted now. After that combat, that was an unnatural thing for you, and you guys are much more tired than you were prior.
We can try to make rest in the tree line?
We are in. I mean, we're in the forest, right?
Start a fire? I don't know.
Just so the four of you know as well, rules-wise, you're all out of willpower points, correct? So your characters are all exhausted. Once you run out of willpower, your characters become exhausted. They tend to feel a bit more melancholy and depressed.
Kara's just been sitting there.
Yeah.
Kara's now on the ground, just like with her legs up, just kind of fetal, just sitting there, not saying anything.
We need a fire.
I'm just gonna start trying to build a little bit of a fire, or at least a small pit to light something.
We need to sit here. Let's get some light. And we need to watch.
Wits plus survival check to get a fire going.
I can survive. Right?
Yeah. Why not?
Survive.
Okay, yeah, you get a fire going. After some gathering of some brush and some leaves and your lighter, you're able to get a nice little fire going. So then, is the plan for the four of you to rest around this fire for a little while, heal up what you can. Basically, end the scene and heal up at the very least your bashing damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ida lights a fire, maybe some grumbling, and the rest of you fall silent. Traumatized by what happened, maybe scared that it's going to come back. Saren lying there, bleeding and barely breathing. But over the course of a few hours, you're able to rest and relax, and all of your bashing will be wiped away.
I'd like to take a second, and I mean, I'm assuming that Kara's probably going to pass out. I know Saren's out. I don't want to dictate what they do, but
Yep.
I want to pose an idea to my virtue here because I'm hopeful.
Okay.
Even in this melancholy time, I will tell Ida, I think you should get some rest. You've pulled your weight today, even when honestly none of us thought that you were capable. I'll take watch, and I'll come up with a plan. I'll find a silver lining in this, I promise. Just get some rest. If anything happens, I'll alert you. I'll yell out. You already know I'm good at that.
What about your rest? Why don't we trade? You sleep for a few hours, then you wake me, and I'll let you sleep for a few hours. Because you also put up a pretty good fight.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll wake you after a few hours.
All right.
Ida goes over and actually uses the body of the werewolf, like leans against the backside of it as something to like soft to prop on.
Sure. Okay. Now, after healing all bashing, Saren, does that make you conscious again?
That does make me conscious.
It does?
Mm-hmm. I'm at -1 on a test, but I'm
But
barely
you
conscious.
will rouse after a few hours of rest. Before you rouse, Darian, is there anything you wanted to do during your watch, or you just want to keep an eye out and make sure everything's good?
I'm just going to kind of keep an eye out. And I'm not going to wake Ida. I will probably just kind of push through it the best I can to make sure that she gets a full rest.
All right, Darian. Wits plus composure, please.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe after an hour of them resting, and definitely after you maybe walk around and make sure everybody's asleep, and you can relax and chill and just keep an eye out. You do hear, not too far, crunching of leaves. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't sound like heavy crunching and scatter. It just sounds like footsteps, maybe. But they're coming from your right, not too far away. And if you look, you can definitely see some light being blocked out occasionally from something moving in the bramble.
I will arm myself with a stick.
Okay.
Hello? Is there someone there?
A voice comes out from the tree line. You shouldn't be here.
Well, if that's not the first, second, third, or 50th time we've been told that today.
And then a response. And not the first time I've told you either.
Matthew.
Stranger. And then a foot steps out from the tree line as he steps into the moonlight, and before you, in a prom suit, dirty, battered, torn, and disgusting, is Matthew.
I'll sit down at the fire. I'm not gonna keep my focus on him. I'm just gonna sit
Sure.
down at the fire. I'm gonna offer my hand out. I'm gonna put my hand out for him, like offering a spot.
You hear a few steps, and he's maybe a few paces behind you, but he never takes a seat. He just stands behind you.
I know we're not supposed to be here.
And yet,
I realize that.
the four of you keep showing up. Now, and he looks to Ida kind of sleeping up against the body, Saren clearly bloodied and beaten, Kara asleep and bruised and tattered. You barely escaped death's grasp.
Well, where there's a will, there's a way, and even those that are far less capable than others, I'm going to look over at Ida, seem to have a significant amount of gusto in the face of fear.
Would you mind regaling me with a tale of what happened?
It goes a lot like what you would think it would. 4 unassumed heroes carry the body of a limp Lilia.
He stops you there. You saw Lilia.
Barely functioning, but yes, we did.
Where?
She was at a piano, playing a song. Was it Moonlight Sonata? You know, she has a piano filled with bees. That sounds insane. And I'm a writer.
What happened to her? Where is she? Why is she not with you?
That thing over there? The other one, it took her.
Only 2?
Well, yeah, as far as we know.
Lucky.
We did our best to defend her, but
Is she
she
dead?
said she could smell you, Matthew.
I can smell her too.
Why? Why can you smell each other?
A few moments pass. Couldn't tell you. Still don't fully understand what's happening. How long have I been gone?
From my understanding, a year. I just moved into Madison.
That's a lot shorter than it feels.
Matthew, there's another you back there in Madison.
When you say that, he actually steps forward into your sight now, standing still, and he faces you. What do you mean?
I mean that there's someone that is claiming to be you back in Madison. Your parents are on their way to get you, to find you.
And you don't know how you got here?
Yeah. You, actually. You told me about how angry you were. And when you said that you were angry, I wound up here. Moments before I could throttle your yelling ass.
We need to get you out of here then.
If not for myself, at least for them. They're very badly injured.
He gestures to the wolf creature on the ground, and there's a lot more where those came from. They usually hunt in packs. 2 is a low number, but this place is not... I don't know how to put it. I could say not normal, but I think that'd make you laugh.
It's kind of a reprieve, but
You
from
keep
my own
coming and
thoughts.
going before.
I do.
I don't understand how.
I think this place is calling to us. I think you are calling to us.
That's not how this place works.
Matthew, we had a dream, and you called for our help. We all experienced it. We woke up in our homes, and then they came to meet me. What I thought was a dream.
How long ago was that?
3 days?
The
3
last
days?
time last time I called for help was longer than that, but things don't work normally here. Maybe it just took that long to get to you. Regardless, I don't know how you get in here. And it's very difficult to help you get back.
The cabin.
Yeah, the cabin.
Do you know how to find the cabin?
No, I tend to find the cabin when the cabin wants to find me. I stumbled across the 4 of you. Accidentally, I heard a rustle, I heard noise, and these forests, with the exception of any gestures to the wolves, tend to be rather quiet. So it caught me by surprise when I heard movement. And I saw 4 of you. The 4 of you do not belong here.
Matthew, you don't belong here. This isn't your home. You
I
were
belong
brought
here
here.
now more than I belonged here before. Place has a way of changing you.
Time as a way of changing you.
It does.
Acquiesce to the situation.
Here's what I can help. I can point you in a direction that feels right. And you have to trust me. Go that way. Hopefully, if you do, you'll find a way out of this place. This place will spit you out if it doesn't want you here.
And if I don't, what? I'm trapped here with you? I become food for that creature?
If they find you, yeah, that's exactly what you become.
What are they? What is this a werewolf?
No. What exactly it is, I couldn't tell you. I've never been told the proper name. I just know what they do, and that's feed. And you can imagine in this forest, so quiet and devoid of life, food is rare. They don't belong here either, but in a sense, neither do I. But you keep appearing here.
How? And before you point me along, I've got to ask, how the hell have you survived in this dark, lifeless place so long?
You might not believe me, but it's impossible for me to tell you that answer. Not because I don't want to.
But because you're bound not to? Lilia had
like
the same thing. She bit her lip. She started to bleed.
How is Lilia? Other than
Weak.
that?
Weak, frail. I suspect dying.
No matter how hard I look for her, I can never find her, and you stumble upon her serendipitously. I'm curious. Okay. Did you talk to her? Did she say anything? Did she have a message?
She said that she hasn't seen you, but that she can smell you. She was happy to hear your name. She was happy to hear that you're still alive and that you're looking for her.
So she recognized my name then. Good.
Yeah.
It's your minds can't comprehend. I'm just happy she's okay. Lilia has not. She's been gone for a long time. More so out here. She's also not. She doesn't belong in this forest. She only recently arrived. Her scent, her presence, I only recently detected. She's been missing for a very long time before that. But the fact that you're telling me she recognizes names and she converses in some way is promising. She hasn't lost herself completely.
Her language is broken. She's missing a lot of keywords, but she still responds to memories. And we found her through song, through sound.
That's more promising than I had hoped. I'll keep looking for her then. Anything else?
Listen for the Moonlight Sonata. If you hear the hum, if you hear the notes, follow that.
He looks over, kind of gazes over at Kara. She loved playing that for her teacher, you know, Miss Harper.
And Miss Harper actually cared about both of you quite a great deal.
He then, kind of without words, just points very firmly in a direction. Go that way. Don't stop until you come across something familiar, something different. You should be able to find a way out of here.
Matthew, I want to save them. More than for myself, but because I believe that I can. But more than that, if I can figure out a way to, I will save both you and Lilia.
I say this not to scare you, but just because it's honest, truthful. Saving us might mean losing yourselves in the process.
Friend, there's always a light in the darkness you can't give up.
It's not how things work out here.
It works like that everywhere. thank you for everything that you've offered us. Good luck finding Lilia.
He nods, deep breaths, and like I said, he says that way. And he turns on his heels and walks back into the trees, into the brush, into the shadows.
Okay.
Good time passes before Saren will rouse first. Bandaged, healed but hurt.
What happened?
I'll walk over to her side. Calm down. Don't move.
What's going on?
We were resting. Everybody took quite a beating, myself included. We thought you died.
Yeah, well, I'm tougher than that.
Well, I hope you're warmer than that because you have my shirt and it's really cold out here.
Try and
Also,
like shrug off the shirt, but I'm not gonna be able to because it's like over my shoulder, which I can't shrug.
It's fine. Stop.
Yeah.
I don't know how any of this is going to play out, but I think I know where we have to go. And when we get out of here, not if, when we get out of here, two things have to happen. One, you have to explain to me why you kissed me. And secondly, you got to let me take you out on a date.
Oh, snap.
I mean, you know the town, and I'm still pretty new here. You could show me a few things, right?
I could definitely show you a few things. Give a girl a chance to actually see straight first. Everything's rather spotty.
Take your time.
Ida and Kara roll a d10 each, just to see who wakes up next.
Where's Lilia?
Kara wakes up next. Right around when Saren asks, "Where's Lilia?" Those are the first words you hear, Kara.
Lilia.
Where is she?
She's gone.
She's gone. The
What?
werewolf took her.
Didn't you stop the what?
We couldn't stop it. Only one of them. It's my fault. I panicked. And I tried to shoot it, and I just couldn't. And it got away, and it took her.
How close is Kara to me?
Not too far.
Within hand distance?
Yeah.
I try and like, as much as I can, because like obviously the shoulder has to be immobilized to an extent. Try and like get my hand over to her and like give her a reassuring like clasp.
Thought you were dead. You got really, really beat up. Wow.
That's not the first time.
Ida rouses.
We have to go after the wolf thing.
You all heal a single point of lethal through this time.
Okay.
Hours are passing.
We're not chasing it, if that's what you're suggesting.
I got the girl.
You're right, 'cause I gave it the girl. It's the only reason it didn't rip us to pieces.
Listen, I think I know how we can get out of here, and we can discuss the things with Lilia, these things with Matthew, because I feel like this isn't going to be our only time in this place.
You did what?
What do you mean only time? And where did you get such inspiration? And you didn't wake me up.
Don't you feel better?
Yes.
Then hush your ass up.
All right.
Wait. What? You gave Lilia?
Right. Yeah, I said, hey, Mr. Furry Creature, you take this girl and leave us alone. and it worked. Oh, but then it made a threatening comment about how we're not supposed to be here, and it has my scent, which is nice and potent.
And
so
you
it will
two-
chase us back down.
Tried.
You two are okay with this?
I tried shooting at it, and I didn't hit it. And it spared me. It spared all of us.
She shot over and over again, and I gave everything that I had.
Me too. What I'm trying to say is, it's not so much about being okay with it, because not everything's in our control, and I feel like at this point, we're not calling the shots.
Also,
We
for what
need
it's
to get
worth,
out of here.
I don't think it will be feeding on her.
Why do you say that?
What's it gonna do then?
That I don't know, but I don't believe it will be feeding on her.
And how do you know this?
It's just a hunch. Call it a storyteller's hunch.
Mm-hmm. Those are the same hunches that make you talk funny.
No, that's mostly fear.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get over the part where you willingly gave up a little girl to a monster.
I don't think she's a little girl no more.
I don't really... That's the thing. I think staying here too long changes you. And I don't think that Lilia is just Lilia anymore. I think we need to get back to our real world, gather our things, and prepare for this before we're resummoned. Because
If
it's the cabin.
dripping through,
So-
or dripping out, we need to warn people.
Being anywhere changes people. Being in fucking Hollywood, being in LA just changes people.
It's true.
Yeah, but I don't think werewolves are in Hollywood.
Not
I take
yet.
that back. I don't actually know, because there are definitely vampires in Chicago.
Oh,
And you can
Lilia-
still live with yourself because you hand over a girl just because you're too scared.
No, I'm not. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with
What
it.
did
but
you
I know
do?
that
Did
we
you
can-
stop
We
her?
can come back. Did I stop her?
What did you do, Car?
no.
I tried shooting at it. I must have had like 6 or 7 shots, and I could not hit it. I don't know why. I'm done with this gun. I can't use it.
We willingly gave up that girl. Yes, as a group, we made a decision as you was bleeding out on the ground. We had to do what we had to do so we
I
could stay
like-
here and be alive.
I like having
don't.
accepted Kara's like version that she's like was opposed, having accepted that Ida was like totally for it.
Yeah,
I'm like
I
focused intently on Darian now. Like eyes trying to bore a hole in you.
It wasn't a joint decision.
Did you try and stop her?
Try to stop what exactly? The
Did you
werewolf
argue
that-
against this? Did you?
I fought with everything that I had. I have bled out as much as, well, most everyone else here. We were being thrown around like rag dolls. At least in this version of the story, we can come back and save Lilia. Would you rather us all be dead here and not save her?
I'm gonna clasp
Think,
Kara's hand more tightly now. She's
you
on my
gotta
side.
think, you gotta think smart, not hard in this situation. We can come back, but not if we're all dead in this field.
Yeah, I don't want to die here.
Do we?
How do we get out? We still don't know how to get out.
I've got a pretty good idea of where we have to go.
And how was that?
I spoke with Matthew.
Oh, wait a sec. I'm sorry. You did
Spoke with
what?
Matthew.
Matthew found us.
Oh, did he now? Like the way the werewolves just found us?
The way that anything could just find us? Yes.
While
They
we
just
were.
wandered up into camp and you didn't wake anybody?
Yeah, you didn't wake us.
Forgive me for not being afraid of a child from dressed in prom attire with a stick and a flashlight.
Well, what did he say?
He said
Did
that
you
we don't
hand this
belong
one
here.
over to the wolves as well?
No, he recognizes that they've changed. He doesn't want to go back. And if he does, he's not going back without Lilia. He told me where we have to go. But more importantly, he said that no matter how many times he's looked for the cabin can't be found unless it wants to be found. Though he's given me a direction. And I'll point. He said to go that way until we find something. We'll know it when we see it. And at this point, we don't have anything to lose but our lives. So we can either go deeper and try to fist fight our ways through werewolves, which he did say that, one, they're not called werewolves, they don't have a title, but two, that was the lowest number he'd ever seen in a pack because they typically hunt in packs.
In which case, that was our best opportunity to get Lilia out and get her safe.
No, it wasn't.
I would be inclined to agree with Ida against my best intentions. I think Ida's correct here.
How about we focus on the now and not the past? How are you feeling? Can you get on your feet? We need to move.
Oh, I can get on my feet. No, I'm struggling to get to my feet. I'm going to politely try and take the gun from Kara.
I hand it to her.
How many rounds does it have left?
It has 12 rounds left.
Strong. Okay. Yeah, and then I'm gonna grab the shotgun that's empty, and I'm gonna just make sure that I am on the other side of Kara to the rest of the group. Which way did the werewolf go?
That
Point.
don't matter. We're not going that way. Don't tell him that. Her that. Werewolves don't matter. Getting out of here matters.
She can barely carry a pistol.
We're going that way, right?
Yeah, I think we should. None of us.
We're
We were
moving
getting-
forward together that way. We have to make it out of this. Let's not waste the information that Matthew's given us, because if we get called back here again,
And we probably will.
Mm-hmm.
let's at least be a little more prepared. We can get you more shells for your gun. I can practice a little more with a pistol. Maybe this time I can get a weapon of some sort other than this diddly ass pepper spray. I just kind of lob it behind me.
Span while you're at.
You know, you can say all you might to try to make me feel better, or excuse me, make yourself feel better in the situation, or make me feel worse. But there's not much else that you can say or do. We're all in a bad situation. Why try to bring anyone down? Gotta find a silver lining in this. We're all alive. We're breathing. Let's move. Let's take advantage of this.
Sometimes I think that maybe being alive isn't as good as you think.
Well, after that date, we'll find all the right reasons for you to live.
I think I'll take a ring check.
Oh,
Oh.
Somebody's feelings are hurt.
it's
Yeah,
mine.
Ida starts moving. She's gonna pick up like a walking stick. Guess it's still night out too.
Yep.
Is there a way she can fashion some kind of torch out of something burning or left burning from the fire?
Yeah, that'll be like a Dex plus Crafts check.
Ooh.
Poor Ida. Every time I call for a roll from Ida, I always get, ooh.
That's probably a chance, actually.
Yep, that's a chance.
Simply a chance roll to see if I don't.
Oh!
And you fashion a torch. A cheap torch, but one
Yeah.
that lights the way as best you can.
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
All right. And the four of you march onward in the direction that Matthew had pointed Darian in. Does the four of you have any conversation you want to have? Because I can always just push past. I assume it's a lot of silent walking, a lot of kind of soaking in the realities of it.
Yeah. And awareness too. Ida's trying to stay really aware.
I would tell Saren, I'm with you. I didn't want it to take Lilia away. And I regret it. I wish I could have stopped it.
I think Saren's like both distraught injured, hurt physically and mentally enough at this point that she can't really form coherent sentences, but I think she's just gonna hold Kara close. And I think, like, she might, like, prevent a sob coming out. Like, occasionally, she might actually just get on that verge of breaking.
Yeah. Kara's pretty mentally distraught as well, so.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys walk for what feels like forever. In reality, it's about 5 hours of walking before, out in the distance, wits plus composure check, please.
I also realized I have this cool thing called Danger Sense, which I don't think I've been adding that +2 to.
Yeah, that's to your initiative, I believe, right?
Yeah, so I guess I need to, well, I think it's like a sneak attack or being attacked that way.
Yeah,
so.
you know it's coming, and so you get a bonus on your roll.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot you had that.
Me too, I completely forgot to, so I just wanted to throw it out there.
I will do my
next
best.
time.
You all see it. A flickering light out in the distance.
There. Right there. You see it?
Well, maybe he hasn't led us astray after all.
Well, let's go. What are we waiting on?
Ida speeds up.
Okay. Pushing further and further, closer and closer to the light, eventually you do see a small clearing. And the flickering light is not something that's coming from the outside, but the inside of a building. You're seeing it through a window.
What kind of building?
The cabin.
Oh boy.
Well, it would only make sense that it is, in fact, the place of the leak. Come on.
Ida, speeds up towards the cabin.
A familiar sight, as you've seen many times before. However, the door is on its hinges here, and the building itself is covered in vines, surrounded by thick woods. The wood itself is rotting a bit, but not nearly as bad as it has been when you're on the other side of the cabin, when the door is in the grass, the real world, quote unquote. And there is a flickering light coming from the inside. You approach the cabin itself. Do you go look in the window, Ida? Do you guys what do you do once you get close to the cabin?
I'm going to go right in the front door.
Okay. You open the front door and you are greeted with a very familiar sound. Dripping.
There's that leak.
In the bathroom bucket, usual story.
Nope, this time it's in the kitchen. But there is a leak from the roof dripping into the bucket. It's not raining outside, you just came from outside. But it hasn't been raining the time that it's been dripping, actually, now that you think about it.
How much water's in the bucket?
Not much, small amount.
Always in a different place.
And the flickering is coming from a lantern with a fire flickering on the inside. It is sitting on the floor in the corner of a room.
Can I investigate that in some way?
Yeah, you can just walk right up to it if you'd like.
Yeah. Well, can I pick it up and like?
Yep. It's an old-timey lantern that has like the ringed metal grip at the top, and it swings back and forth as it holds a flame on the inside. The flame dances, lighting up the walls sporadically.
So are we supposed to just go back? Do we fall asleep here? Do we?
Can I put the flame out?
As you look around for what would be the normal hinge of a door to lead into that so you can light the fire, you realize this is lacking any way to get inside of this thing.
Ida carries it with her and goes back into the kitchen to like check out the scene with the light, I guess. Once again, the dripping bucket.
Yeah. So you bring over the torch to the lantern to the dripping bucket, and the bucket is dripping and filling with water. I imagine Ida is going to explore the entirety of the house with the lantern in some way.
That was kind of my goal, was to kind of, like walk around and light the place up.
Wits plus investigation, please.
That's normal roll. No bonuses.
Ooh. Wow. Wonderful roll. Ida, as you're looking around the cabin with this lantern, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, and you're ready to give up. You're ready to put the lantern down and be like, this is clearly just a lantern for the sake of being here. However, in that last moment, as you're ready to put it away, as you bring the lantern down to a steadier level, something lights up. Something that wasn't there a moment ago in the air. They look like little fireflies. reflect the light of the flame dancing on them. As you pull the light away, the fireflies disappear. And then you bring it back, and there they are.
Oh.
And there seems to be a few of them dancing around.
Whoa. Hey, little fairies. I says, do they seem to communicate? Are they like bugs?
No, they're just little, they look like fireflies, and they're
Okay.
just buzzing around.
Yeah, I just still calls them fairies. Hey, little fairies.
Mhm.
She looks deep at him. What are you doing here? It seems odd that only the light would.
Yep.
And I usher for the group to come over.
And the three of you see it as well.
Oh.
When all four of you actually do come around and now get a good look, once the four of you are there, the fireflies begin to fly off.
Wait, no, don't go.
Do you chase or no?
Yeah, where are they going? Come back.
They begin to fly out, and as you kind of hobble, you can keep pace with them pretty well. They're not flying quickly, which is surprising. They're flying at a steady pace, and they begin to fly through the cabin, through the living room. They swirl around the bucket a couple times, and then they lead out of the cabin itself.
Quick, follow them. I was following them.
Follow?
Okay. All four?
Oh, all right. Carol will follow.
I take the lantern with me.
Okay.
I grab Kara's hand before she goes out.
I'll follow.
Sarah?
Are you just holding her hand and going?
Are-
I'm just
are
slowing
you
her down
coming?
enough. I wanted to talk to her inside the cabin.
Okay. Yeah,
Are you-
go ahead. This is your moment.
Are you coming?
I'm scared.
I too. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to us. I saw you almost die. I thought you were dead.
I thought we were all dead as soon as I heard that. And then I thought we were dead as soon as I saw them come forwards. And then I thought we were dead as soon as I shot it over and over again.
I was just so nervous, and then I kept shooting and I kept missing, and I'm so disappointed in myself that I couldn't. I felt like we could have stopped it. It was so weak. It looked like it was ready to give up, and then it left. And I don't know. I don't want to face them again, but we're gonna have to. It keeps bringing us back here.
Someone kisses her.
Kara, surprised.
Ida next.
That's the real ship I want to
So
see.
here's to hoping.
Oh yeah!
I has not seen action in years.
Give us a little Sida action.
I was about to say cider is the perfect ship name.
You can be her Sida piece. All right, I'm done.
Oh no.
So, what happens after the kiss? Anything?
Kara, a little like taken back for a second. Then she kisses back.
Yeah!
All right.
And then we remember at some point that we have to leave the cabin.
Yeah,
What-
you hear
what-
Ida go, "Come on, they're
What-
going," and she's like,
what-
"What?" Oh,
What catches your attention actually is what breaks the kiss is Ida and Darian. You've been following the fireflies as they loop around the cabin once,
oh.
and then a second time. And it's on that second time as you're going by the door following the fireflies. That's when the other tension of this is broken as Ida shouts in, "Come on, they're going!" Then we'll say Saren and Kara will follow, and they will loop around one more time before the fireflies enter the house. Like once more. Do you follow into the cabin?
Yeah.
You follow into the cabin, and then they stop short. And then they, speedier than they have, dash back out the door.
Ida follows him.
As soon as you step through, Darian, do you follow as well?
Yeah.
The two of you disappear from Saren and Kara's view, and the lantern just collides onto the ground.
I squeeze Kara's hand harder.
What? Did they?
Did they go back?
I guess they did. So how do we get back?
I pick up the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to like run around and touch the ground or whatever they did?
Let's do what they did.
Okay. Is that what you want to do? You want to try to mimic what they did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say your characters probably knew that they. So you wrap around the house 1, 2, 3 times, and on the third time you walk in the front door, and then, as they did, walk out. And when you walk out, you too disappear. And the 4 of you find yourselves standing outside the cabin, the door off its hinges, rotting in the ground, covered by grass and leaves. The building itself still covered by that weird white fungus and vines growing over it as the wood itself dilapidated and disgusting and rotting away. The sun is cresting over the side as dawn rises. Saren, you're in medicinal ground. Ida, you're missing the jacket that you had thrown off as they were all over you and trying to get the attention, while Darian and Kara are in their attire as they were when they were talking to Matt. And the 4 of you stand outside the cabin.
So, do I have any effect from the fact that I've technically in this world been very much medicated, and I'm also now
so
addicted.
You're gonna once you break through, you feel the addiction again. You absolutely feel like hell because you were in a hospital, and the fact that you're even conscious right now is surprising. Moreover, every wound you guys have suffered is still there.
Yeah, with all that, how long subjectively were we away? To us, it felt like a long time, right?
Felt like a long time.
I'm thinking that at this point, Saren is just gonna, like, slowly kneel on the ground and then lie down. She's just gonna lie down for a bit. Like, this is too much.
We can't stop here. I go to her. I'm like, shh.
Kara like puts her hand on her. Are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Do you feel any of the effects?
I feel everything from when I was in the hospital here. I feel everything from when we were there. And it's been days.
Now,
guys, Saren's not okay.
we'll say, as the 3 of you maybe kneel down and surround Saren, the camera pulls up as you get smaller and smaller as it breaks the tree line, and then it pans to the sky and fades to black. And we'll see you next week. Before we wrap completely, perhaps the first time the 4 of you have ever killed anything alive. Tragic, horrifying, and you almost died. You still killed. I'm gonna need morality rolls from all of you.
How do I roll that?
So, what is your morality?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 dots.
So you're gonna roll 4d10. As long as you roll 1 success, your morality does not drop. Does everybody have 7? Did anybody go down to 6? If everybody has 7, you're just rolling 4d10. Okay, Darian, you're fine. Little red dot. Ida, you're gonna drop down in morality. You're gonna go to 6. Kara, it's 4d10, not a d10 plus 4.
I drop down.
So you're gonna type roll space 4d10. You rolled a success, Saren, so you're good.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see.
No space in the 4d10. Keep the 4d10 together.
It's actually
There you go. Nope. You put a. Oh, nope. There it is.
Success.
You rolled a success as well, so you do not drop in morality. The only one who drops is Ida. Ida
Which
goes down
makes
to
sense
16.
considering she gave the child away.
I did.
Trust me, if she didn't drop, I was going to make her roll a second time. So now your morality's down to 6. So if you ever make a morality roll again, you're only going to be rolling 3d10. And your big sin, the thing that is considered bad that would make you roll morality, is grand theft, burglary. That's like your line in the sand. As an example, more or less.
interesting.
That's where your morality lies. And that's the end to week 3.
Wow.
Oh god, this is week 3
Wow.
of 7, and we've still got 4 more to
One
go.
more?
Oh,
4 more.
That was.
How many more weeks till Darian's heart is broken?
Oh, poor Darian.
Not
I
many.
was like
Sarah
all
can't keep her
aboard the
mouth to
Darien ship.
herself.
I was like,
No
yeah, you know,
joke.
I could get behind this, but my virtue is justice, and you just handed over the.
Darian, you can gain all your willpower back, by the way.
I was about to
nice.
say, my vice is greed, and I'm greedy for my own life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'll give you a
I was
willpower
gonna say,
point back for that, for sure. Take one-
Storyteller, do
one
I
back.
get any willpower back for my justice? Because I think that makes a massive division in the group for me, because I don't think Saren likes giving over a girl to a monster.
Right, you don't, but you didn't do anything. You didn't try and push into the forest and say your sense of justice is over their safety.
Yeah, I think
And,
that's the issue. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would not say you get full willpower points back, unfortunately.
Okay.
Kara, what are your virtues and your vices?
Hope and envy.
Hope and envy.
I did give one inspiring speech to Saren before we fought the werewolf. When we were talking.
And there was definitely a lot of hope afterwards. She picked Saren's.
She did
Oh,
pick.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't know. One of my merits is inspiring. So does that have anything to do if I
No.
give like?
Doesn't have anything
Okay.
to do with them. That's a different mechanic. But
Okay.
I will lean in favor of giving you all of your willpower back for leaning into your hope virtue. So you gain all your willpower back.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
All right, there it is. The end. You guys are going to take 7 experience points as your reward.
Oh, I can finally get strength.
So 7 experience points, so,
7.
and that's plus what we got last week, right?
Yep.
Which
Bang, bang.
was
6. You got 6.
Six.
6
last
last week. So 13 total.
Hmm.
Ooh. It's time to think about that. What page is that on? Leveling up.
35.
30.
Okay.
I was about to say, I thought it was 36.
So-
Pretty close.
Emotionally drained. I think we're gonna go do an after show. So, firstly, thank you very much to everyone who bit today. I will check if there are any tips in a bit. Secondly, we do have Lilia the Vampire Slayer episode 14 tomorrow, same time 6 p.m. BST, 10 a.m. PDT. It's shaping up to be an interesting episode. Like, I can't give any spoilers, so I can't say much, but it's gonna be an interesting episode. So feel free to check in on that. Also, we have My Little Pony Friendship is Magic RPG starting next week in about 1 hour, 3 minutes time in a week. So it'll be an hour after the show ends. So tune in for that. While I look up the tips, Mathis, who are you, what do you do, and where can we find you?
Mathis Games pretty much everywhere. YouTube.com/Judge Mathis Games for other stuff. Illuminati Podcast for other weird stuff. Lost Initiative Show for more D&D stuff. I think that's it. The end.
Okay. Child killer assistant Ida, Little Red Dot, where can we find you?
Well, when I'm not killing children in this game, you can find me pretty much online on all the social medias at little_red_dot. I play a ton of tabletop RPGs throughout the week on multiple different channels, including this one on Saturdays. So you can see my full schedule if you follow me over on Twitch or Twitter. You can follow me on Twitch. I'm starting to stream on my own channel under the same handle. And in fact, I will be premiering some beta test material for the Fate of Cthulhu throughout the month of July. And we actually start that next week. The first game starts next week. So you can jump over and watch us play Fate with this new build out for this kind of Lovecraftian time traveling Terminator style game, which should be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's where you can find me and what I'm up to.
Okay. Tracy, where can you find you?
So you can find me. My name's Tracy, also known as Miss Magtech. You can find me twitch.tv/Miss Magtech. Stream StarCraft and other RPGs, and I love all things tabletop RPG. So you can also find me on Twitter and all the other social medias. Shows up below at Miss Magtech.
And Bob.
Hey guys, I'm Bub. You can find me at Twitch and on Twitter and basically everywhere as the Bubbernaut. I do everything that is related to tabletop RPG with some variety casting in between. Mondays, I'm doing Shadowrun. Tuesdays, Blades in the Dark. Wednesday, Thursdays, Pathfinder. And here, World of Darkness. So I got my fingers in just about everything if I can. And,
Except Sarah.
That's Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Too soon, man.
Oh.
Too soon. All right. That's me, though. That's me.
As for myself, you can catch me over at youtube.com/Enter Elysium, where I'm currently playing a lot of things like Hearts of Iron or Roll4X, Jurassic World Evolution, because dinosaurs are fun. Also at twitch.tv/Enter Elysium, and Twitter and Instagram's actually Enter Elysium YT, because someone stole my name. So there you go. As for tips, we did get one tip today. Qua Wolf, $10. Excellent intrigue, action, and characterization today, as usual. Thanks, Roll4It. Like, thanks to this amazing cast. Like, this is one hell of a stellar cast. I think it works so perfectly. I'm so happy. But thank you very much, Qua Wolf. Right, we're going to go record a after show, and that's going to be up on the Patreons in a couple of days' time for anyone at the $5 tier or above. So feel free to enjoy that shortly. Until next time, though, may the dice roll over in your favor.
Goodbye.